Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please give a warm welcome to the host of the Happy Hour, Chris Lane Sr.
I've been waiting in muddy water. I've been digging in the dirt. Every bone is breaking. Every muscle hurts. I look into their faces. Look into their eyes. They say they're gonna break me, 'cause I just won't toe the line. I hear my mama crying. I wanna dry her eyes. Should have told the truth now, baby, instead of all those lies. Oh, Lord, give me what I need. Oh, Lord, can't you see? Oh
how about this on the right channel? And well, I mean, we were on the right channel the first time, but it wasn't the right show. It's been a day. I don't see very well right now, and I confirmed that at my doctor's appointment today. So, yeah, whoops, wrong button. This is what happens when you set up too many shows in advance and you're not paying enough attention. So we're no longer testing. This is the real McCoy. Thanks for everybody who found their way over. And for anyone that's still sitting on the old channel going, I wonder what happened. Or the old stream. Yeah, anyway, off to a good start. But hey, let's talk about the first Tony Howie song on the test stream, and then this one. Fantastic, right? Those are both brand new within the last couple of days. Tony Howie, man, dude's a really good guitar player, very intriguing vocal style, and these are good, solid songs. I like them a lot, so... And he and I have been texting back and forth. And he said, do you mind playing? And I said, absolutely not. I'm all about featuring new music. So Gary was kind enough to put up his link there. He didn't have a lot of subs because he's fairly new to, the whole YouTube thing. So if you're not subbed up to Tony Howie, get your buttocks over there and do it. You will be rewarded because he's got some good music. All right. Yeah. Live ammo and everything. Sam's got bullet for my Valentine's. All right, well, let's say hi to everybody real quick. There's Mike, Rody's Jan Cave. How you doing? Rhett, the Mix Club. There's one of our fantastic mods, Camellia. How are you doing? Good eye to you. Gordon Lee Weaver. Got a new Gordon Lee Weaver song we'll play in a little bit. Carrie Hubs, my other great moderator, who's been throwing some links. Thank you very much. The incomparable Jade Starr, yet another great interview today. I caught most of it, but I was getting a little too much butter there, and I had to back off. But no, I had to run an errand is what I had to do. But very cool. We got to learn who Scotty Butters was, and he told us quite a bit. Let's see who else. I know David was here from Live to Fly. Somewhere, yep, there he is, saying hi. And let's see, did I miss anybody? I know I've got some lurkers, and that's cool. We love our lurkies long time. So if I did miss you, I have an excuse. I don't see that well. That was the point of my doctor's visit today. I'd been on that medication 3 weeks, and it had not improved my vision significantly. It has helped with a few of the other symptoms. The eyelid was not quite as droopy, although it's pretty droopy tonight. But so we've changed my medication. Now I'm officially on steroids, so don't piss me off. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But anyway, that was my day. Doctor's appointments and fighting with this computer. And I'll tell you point blank, if the stream just dies for some reason, goes away, it's because the computer locked up. And if that happens, depending on where we are in the stream, I may or may not be able to come back. It's working just fine, but I'm getting just these random crashes, and I can't figure. I'm not doing anything in the system particularly. It just decides it's done and it crashes, and then I reboot, and then it works fine for 5-6 hours, and then it crashes again. So I'm looking. Yeah, there you go. Thor on steroids. Oh my is right. It's not going to be good. Yeah. That was funny when he said that. But yeah, my Mac is and again, this is a 2017 Mac. I have run the crap out of it. It is given great service. I got no issue with it, but it's getting a little elderly, and my living depends on this thing working well. So I am trying to scrounge together some money that I don't have because of the car accident and come up with a new Mac. And hopefully I can do that in the next couple weeks. Basically, I got to get this job done and submitted Monday, Tuesday of next week then I get paid for it, then we can talk. But I gotta baby this thing through that job first. So hey, there's somebody joining us. Hi, Val Kimber. How you doing? Good to see you. Everybody say hi to Val. Yeah, I don't think it's the sunspots. I don't know what's going on with it. It's, these drives do, this particular model has a dual drive, and they thought this was a good idea. So they separate the operating portion of the drive, which has all the system software and the applications, and that's on one portion of the drive, and then the other partition part of the drive is where all the data is. Well, because it hits this one section over and over and over again, these drives tend to get a little flaky, and they will fail. This is actually the second drive that's been in this computer. And Apple thought that was a good idea, did it for a couple years, and then said, yeah, maybe not, and has gone away from it. So, yeah. Hey, there's Pete. We will not be. Pete is somewhere. Yeah, I know Pete was going to watch hockey, which is why we're not having a segment of Where's Pete, because Where's Pete's in a bar or he's watching hockey, which actually is probably going to be a pretty good game. We'll see what happens. I haven't checked the score or anything, but this will determine, perhaps tonight, who's going to go from the West and play in the Stanley Cup Finals. Or it prolongs the agony. I don't think the Stars can win 4 games straight. I just don't. Well, I guess they'd have to win 3 games straight, but yeah, I don't think they have it in them. All right, checking the chat. Rhett is chatty tonight, and his spelling is fairly on point. So there you go. But I don't know. Pete and I talked hockey last week. I don't know who he's pulling for. I guess I'm pulling for Edmonton because I hate the Stars, but I don't particularly like any of the teams that were left in the. My guys went out in the first round, as we know. So not that interested in. Who's playing? I mean, I could care less about Florida. So I'll go for the Western Conference champion, whoever that is, I guess. I can't pull for the Stars. That's never going to happen. It's not like I'm going to pull for Florida particularly. Because why are we playing hockey in Florida? And they did announce that the Outdoor Classic will be in Miami, Florida next year. In January, because nothing says hockey like Miami, Florida in January. Am I right? I don't know what the hell the NHL is thinking. They've put the Outdoor Classic in some really stupid places. Okay, there we go. Up 5-3. Okay, well, I'm impressed that Dallas has managed to score 3. Man, they could not score here of his last couple games. So yeah, hockey and flamingos. Did I ever tell you guys? I mean, I love the flamingos. Hubs has kind of adopted that. My wife and I met at a pink flamingo party. That was the theme. You had to wear pink or flamingos, and I found flamingo swim trunks and a 57 Chevy T-shirt that was pink. And I met my wife there. And, here we are going on 40 years later. Statement. You're not wrong. I mean, they hide it a little better. The NFL that's all their thing. It's like money. Oh, well, yeah, that star player, beat 3 people senseless, and, well, yeah, he's star player, money. They don't care. Anyway. So again, it's been an interesting little bit. Did you guys catch me on the Sunday slide last week? Filling in for Dom. Which was interesting. That was as long as I've played continuously for quite some time. And, it was fun. I loved doing it. Had a pretty good crowd there. That was fantastic. People were really supportive. That was nice. I would have liked to have played a little better, mainly vocally. It was towards the end of the evening, and, I get tired, and I can have some vocal struggles. And most of the stuff was pretty good, but I had some misadventures singing, and that always makes me unhappy. In the moment it was live, it was what it was, but I would have liked to have done a little better. Yeah, that half an hour ago, it was fantastic, right? I sounded great. I sounded just like Tony Howie. Pretty crazy, right? Oh, yeah. It's, curse words for me is like breathing. I don't even think about it. I try really hard not to on this show, especially I really try hard not to on Lori's show. I don't always get there. But I have good intentions, and intentions are important, I think. But yeah, it was a fun show to do. I will probably fill in again in 3 weeks or 4 weeks, something like that. I sent a note to Dom today asking how he was doing. I don't know if he ever got back to me, now I think about it. Well, let's see. I'll read our private chat. Poor Dom. Oh, this sucks. He had that nice vacation, went to Hersheyland, came home, he's sick, the kids are sick. Work sucks, and I'm sick of the cast. And he says, how about you? Well, I can't see. I hit the wrong show, and my computer's dying, and I don't have money to buy a new one. Other than that, things are friggin' great. It's coming up roses here, man. But everybody's got problems. We're not bitching, and we're going to do something new and exciting. We're not going to talk about health tonight, because there's been far too much of that. Unless, somebody were to come on and they're doing great and, they've figured out the elixir of life, and then we'll talk about it. But yeah, we're not going to do the old guy thing and talk about this hurts and that hurts, because we all hurt. We ain't special. Yeah, 2025 is... I had high hopes, but like 2020 and 2021 and 2 and they all kind of blur together, and there's been more downs than ups. But the ups are good. We're looking forward to, I'll be taking off at the end of this month. Well, I'll back up. June 22nd, I'll have my birthday bash, so I'll barbecue a bunch of meat. I'll smoke a bunch of meat. I'll drink whiskey. We'll all have good food. That'll be a good time. In last year, because it was a Saturday, then I got seriously liquored up by the end of the night. And my wife said, what are you going to do? And then she said, you're not going to go live on a show, are you? And I said, of course not. I've had far too much to drink. And then, of course, I went on G-Maze and was great for 2 hours or so. And then the booze really hit me, and I was singing a song and like, I don't even know the words to this song. I'm David Lee Roth here all of a sudden. I think I'm going to say goodnight. Yeah. Halloween was some serious stupid time. Oh my goodness. That, unlikely you will ever see me in that condition again, because we kind of said we're going to drink and we're going to have a good time. Dom and I both. That show went so long. I got liquored up. Went to the restroom for a little bit, and by the time I got back, I was semi-sober. So yeah, that show was a hoot, I gotta say. And G-May coming on as the Damn Father was a classic. It was really good. And I guess the other classic is Dom being a little liquored up and Lori coming on in the police outfit. And instead of Popo, Dom kept calling her the Poo Poo because that was entertaining. Yep, that's what I. And then next Christmas, yeah, again, I have high. Well, and now we did say we were only going to do a holiday show if it actually fell on the holiday, which it did for Halloween. So we're in no danger this year. It's not going to happen. Oh, saints preserve us if St. Patrick's Day ever falls on a Thursday, however, because, yeah, that could be. Oh, that's cool, dearie. Yeah, my birthday is actually the 24th, but I think the weekend this year, the Saturday is the 22nd. Because I don't think I'm going to have a big party and get liquored up on a Monday. That's not gonna be good. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. The 20s just, I'm waiting for the high points and not there yet. I mean, 2020, we got off to a bad start, didn't we? And it's just not gotten a whole lot better. Anyway, yeah, really, Jade's advice is rock solid. As a rule, don't drink and stream. And as a rule, I don't. But every rule has an exception or two, and I've violated it once or twice. All right, empty net goal. Well, that's it. See you, Dallas. Hey, you know what? Let me point out something really important. Mikko Rantanen played for 3 teams this year. Every one of those teams went to the playoffs. Not a single one advanced. Just saying. Now, 2 of them got at least to the final, or the second round, but yeah. So the Mikko Rantanen is the jinx. Yeah, did Ren have a misadventure on that? I mean, it can happen. So yeah, I mean, this is the same as last year, which is boring and sucks. And I don't know, maybe Edmonton will quit themselves. They laid a total egg last year. Maybe they'll do better this year. Who knows? There you go. Yeah, stream from your bed. If I could stream lying in bed, wow, that would be awesome. It would be so comfortable. I could go for hours. Okay. If I don't know why you have a playpen red, but again, we don't judge on this show. People are going to do what people are going to do. Well, I can see that, I guess. I am one of those kind of guys, and, I hope I don't offend any of the karaoke people or some, but I'm a big believer, you're going to be on, you should show your face. At least for, I don't know, you just should. That's my thinking on that. And, I've done some shows where it was mostly karaoke people, and, there was me and maybe one other live musician. And, us live guys always do that. And we would look at each, it was just weird, looking at the little circle dots and the little characters. But, not judging, just saying that's weird. Yeah, let's go Oilers. Yeah, I don't have a ton of enthusiasm for that. I'm with you, Pete. What are you going to say? Well, hey, Brad Marchand plays for the Panthers, and Bennett and Reinhart, yeah, the elbows will be up pretty. And, of course, but the Edmonton Oilers have Kane and Nurse, and, yeah, those guys' elbows are always up. So there you go. Yeah, I wouldn't hold your breath. They laid an egg in the World's Finals, and I don't know. Watch Columbo, draw stick people. Okay. Well, bet has a purpose. Columbo. That's right. Well, you know what? Rhett's one of those kind of guys. Thank God for Hooked on Phonics, right? Because even when he's having a spelling misadventure, you can usually figure out what he's saying. It just, I might be implying it a little. I'm not coming right out and saying it. No. I might be implying it a little bit. Yeah. That's funny you should mention that, Columbo. 'Cause I was just thinking about Columbo the other day. I was doing something and that show just popped into my head. That Peter Falk was a really good actor. And that was a super good show. The old One More Thing. Remember one time he caught the murderer because he was an Irishman and he drank whiskey. I know. Shocker, right? But hey, it's TV, so it's not based on facts. But this Irishman had a diamond ring, and he would mark on the whiskey bottle how far he meant to drink that day. And they found the bottle and everything, and Columbo had observed him doing this. The Irishman tripped up by booze. I mean, again, unheard of, right? Okay, thank goodness. I appreciate that. That's right. Yeah, Peter Falk. He was great. Well, I guess I'm kind of in the, wonky eye club too, Pete. Hey, Seven Dust, what's going on? Yeah, the bottom is the mark. Yeah, sometimes. Some of my Irish friends. Yeah, I guess they did a reboot. Again, the reboots are Kathy Bates, who's an actress who I think is fantastic. And I guess they've rebooted Matlock, and she's Matlock now. And, I mean, she's a terrific actress, but I'm like, nah, I don't care. Matlock was Matlock and done with it, like Perry Mason, Raymond Burr. Did you guys know that Raymond Burr was a giant train buff? Totally into model railroads. And I used to run into him, literally, because the man was huge. He took up the whole aisle. But there was a world-famous hobby store here in Colorado for many, many years, Caboose Hobbies in Denver. And every once in a while, I'd go in there because they shot a lot of Perry Mason on location here in Denver. And, I'd go down an aisle, and there would be Raymond Burr taking up the entire fucking aisle. And so had to go down another aisle, but he was a train guy. And this is an excellent question. Why don't they ever come up with new ideas? I mean, there's no original movies in Hollywood. There's no original TV series. It's just recycled crap. I don't know. Yeah, that's exactly right. And that's what it is. You'd think with all the millions in Hollywood and all the things that they're doing, you'd get some young people there and they would come in and go, I've got some ideas. But apparently not, or they never get past the front door. I don't know how it works. Because I'm not in showbiz like that, but I don't watch much TV anymore because, it just doesn't do it for me. Most of the things I watch are here on YouTube. I watch you people. We all watch each other in kind of a weird voyeuristic way. Yeah. Oh, man, there was some. I mean, how many Fast and Furiouses were they going to make? I mean, Paul, whatever his name was, has been dead for 15 years. And they're on Fast and Furious 28 or who knows? It's just silly. How many times can you race cars and crime things? And Oceans 10, 11, 12, 28, all dumb. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to reboot something that you could have some fun with. Let's do a live action Jetsons for shit's sakes. How about that? But, no, not doing it. We can bang. Yeah, well, exactly. No, the old trained actors were they were really good. Frankly, the only decent actors anymore tend to come out of the rap community. Most of those guys are really good actors because most of them were pretending to be thugs for years and years. There's not a whole lot of them that were actual thugs. They were mostly pretend thugs, but they made good actors. Working up the nerve to turn on the webcam? Yeah. How many times can you do it? You can do a lot. Hey, there's Chad Freeman. What's going on, man? How you doing, Chad? Make sure you put a link in your next show, Chad. I don't know if it's this Saturday. You're doing the Chris Cornell show, are you not? You can put that in the chat. I would be if they were good, like certain 3:10 to Yuma. Okay, if you guys have ever seen that Western, the original was friggin' fantastic. The remake with Russell Crowe was damn good, but that's kind of the exception. As a rule, they don't work out, or they're too fresh, And if you take a Western from, The Magnificent Seven was, of course, basically the Western version of the Seven Samurai. And both are great movies. And I think they remade The Magnificent Seven a third time. Well, technically the second time, and that was pretty decent. Wasn't as great as the other one. Hey, not visible. Yeah, we can't see you. So that's cool. DJ, what's going on, brother? How you doing? DJ was kind enough I was on a show last night or in the chat, and he goes, hey, I'll put your link up when you have one. It's like, oh yeah, I should put this show together. And then I clicked the wrong fucking link anyway, because, doing well today, folks. Here to tell you. Oi, oi. All right, well, while Gordon is here, we've talked about the imposter syndrome. Yep. I got that from my other hockey buddies in the chat, which is, great. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I feel a lot better than Dallas going, because I mentioned I hate those guys. Hate. Because my guys can't get past them. We can beat everybody else. We can't beat the Stars for some reason. Okay, there's the link right there. A Soundy Remedy. Music that heals. Okay. Well, very good. We could all use some healing music, I think. So that's good stuff. Wait a minute. I missed it. Pasta syndrome. Ooh. I had a little pasta for night. I didn't have a very good idea for dinner tonight, so I just made angel hair noodles and little ground beef and kind of a gravy. It was aight. Wasn't bad. But I mentioned Gordon Lee Weaver, and he's got a new song out. I think this was about a week ago, but we haven't played it yet. So while he's here in the chat, I think I'm going to give this one a quick spin. And this is his song called... Nope, not that one. I think I'm on the wrong link. Yes, there we go. Just Let Them Be. His music video. Gordon Lee Weaver, everybody.
See around me, the good, the bad, the ugly. So many people, got love, got hate, let them be. Love to cruise the King's Highway, top down blue sky, makes my day. Road rage, punk almost hits me. Love win awards, nominated. me, the good, the bad, the ugly. So many people, got love, got hate, let them be. My dream flat screen was on sale. Got in lots of shoppers. My turn and the last TV. Karen behind me grabbed it. She shrieked that I had pushed her. I won't fight for her TV. Rather keep my dignity. Let it go, just let them be. No more stress, won't protest, just fearless. Mind is clear, no more fear. My best jib, confident, calm intent, no torment. No more stress, won't protest, just fearless. Mind is clear, no more fear. My best jib, confident, calm intent, no torment. No more stress, won't protest, just fearless. Mind is clear, no more fear. My best jib, confident, calm intent, no torment. I see around me the good, the bad, the ugly. So many people, got love, got hate, let them be. Ugly. So many people, got love, got hate, let them be.
All right, super good stuff there from Gordon Lee Weaver. I like that a lot. I heard that one last week, and I thought, yeah, and it was queued up, and it didn't get played last week because it just didn't. Sometimes I don't get to all the songs I want to get to, but that was super good. I'm with you. Man, those drums are nice and punchy, but not over-compressed. That was just nicely done. Gordon is a pro, and got some good stuff. Hey, Poison Wells, how you doing? Good to see you. I saw Michael Song snuck in the back door. How you doing? Hey, Dog Paw, what's going on, man? How you doing? Down there living in one of those garbage states, Pete. Actually, I like Texas. Okay, I mean, for what it is, the people down there are great. They really are. Yeah, state senior. I was down there visiting one time. We were at Bernie, which is the hill country, and I was with some people, and I pointed out. I went, "Oh my goodness! Look at all those little miniature deer. They're adorable." And they went, "Those are just deer. That they don't. That's how big they are." And I went, "Really? Not enough food around here for the." I mean, they were tiny. Anyway, there's a little Texas story. Yeah, good stuff, Gordon. Appreciate you. And again, I'm always, if you guys have a new song, I may or may not see it. So, you can always send me an email or whatever and, try and get it on the program. Again, not a big music program, but I like to play 3, 4, 5 songs during the course of the show just to expose the new music a little bit. And, yeah. Well, Chad would have that love-hate relationship with Texas. I understand it a little bit. Yeah, it really is a single. I mean, it was like, wow, They were so small. I thought they were miniatures. It's pretty funny. Or I thought it was funny. I think the Texans there, because, everything's bigger in Texas, except for the deer, apparently. So, I don't know. Maybe they got insulted, but. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a place like any other. You got people, and most people are pretty decent. It's the couple assholes that ruin it for everybody. But just checking to make sure I didn't miss anybody in chat. I am, as soon as I finish this damn magazine at the beginning of the week, I have got to swing into gear and get productive. And I invited, a couple people to, and they may or may not be able to come tonight, but I was hoping to have a little discussion on songwriting, because I'm working on some new stuff, and I've got 3 videos that I've got to do. Songs are done. I got to do the damn videos. Frankly, it's the videos that keep me from publishing more music. Yeah, well, I went in and basically jacked everything to its limit. It's not possible for me to go any louder. But I'm hoping this is one of the things with a newer computer that I don't have to screw with quite so much. But hey, Zach Thong, what's going on? Yeah, they were not jackalopes, because I go to Wyoming frequently. I know what jackalopes look like. Okay. Well, you're in the Dallas area. This was Bernie, so this was West Texas, in the hill country. Pretty dry there. I don't know what fang deer are. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I've dipped my toe in that, Pete, and just, I was never that happy. And I mean, I will give credit, like some guys, and Gordon does this. He'll put out a lyric video, and then he'll, release the actual video at some point. And my attitude is, I'm just going to do the video at some point and be done with it. But I've done a couple lyric videos, and they're all right. But well, I hope you didn't waste that if Pole Vault's not here. If he comes in, make sure that you say that again, because, my rule is insult people to their face, talk nice about them behind their back. That's just how I roll. Oh, okay. Oh, well, yeah. Well, that explains it. Yeah, you're definitely a lot more foresty there. Well, again, Texas is a big friggin' state. People in Europe, if they've never been, they have no idea. You can drive all day across Texas. It is huge. So you've got lots of climates, and north to south and east and west, it's a big, big state. Hey, Webb said hi to Hugh Caldwell. How you doing, Hugh? Fell in love with a Mexican deer, and it was tiny. Good one, brother. How you doing, Hugh? Good to see you. Yeah, they did not have little sombreros on them, so I don't think so. As far as I know, they were just Texas deer. But yeah, El Paso is, well, that's west, and yeah, Bernie is not. Can look that up. It's about what Bernie is. 2 hours from Austin, approximately, because we flew into Austin. I got a rental car and then had to figure out how to get out of Austin, which was challenging. But once we did, it was all good. Well, yeah. I'm hoping I sleep a little better tonight than I have been for the last little while. Because sleep is nice, and I need to get some. Anyway, yeah, that's why I kind of invited a couple of people. I thought we'd maybe talk about, and I'm definitely going to have a show, a little songwriters specific show sometime in the near future, as soon as I can line up a couple of people that I'd like to talk to about it. As you know, I find the process fascinating, and I spend a lot of time on YouTube listening to how famous people and not so famous people, just their thought process to it. I don't necessarily do any of those things myself, but I just, I love the nuts and bolts of how things fit together. And so that interests me, and perhaps it would interest you guys. We shall see. I think those people exist everywhere. Yeah, I'm not, I don't enjoy being in California. It's a pretty state and everything, and again, it's a big state, so this is a big generalization, but especially Southern California, I don't much care for. And parts of Northern California. Central's all right. Close to Oregon's all right. Yeah, it's south. Yep. Ton of Germans migrated there. I mean, Bernie it's not pronounced that way in German, but yeah, they love barbecue down there, and there's a lot of good breweries there because they're all German descendants that ended up there somehow. All right. I had a quiz for everybody, and now I don't know what I did with my notes. It's been one of those days. I'm just kind of not having the computer issues, and the various appointments today have just thrown me off my game. But I had a little thing that I was going to put in the chat and get people's opinions on, and not only can I not find the note that I wrote myself, I wrote the note so I wouldn't forget. And as soon as I write the note, then it goes out of my mind. So I got nothing. So, well, right here, any Texans listening, beware. This is exactly right. The Californians came to Colorado and have destroyed my state. They leave California because of all the stupid things, and then they come here and bring it. And Colorado sucks compared to what it was 20 years ago, and that's just honest. And I've lived here my entire life. I love the state. I was born here. I plan on dying here, but I could end up in Wyoming or Idaho because the state sucks, and it's primarily because all the people that moved here from everywhere else. You can say what you want about legal marijuana. I'm fine with it, but as one of the first states that really did it, we attracted a whole lot of scumbags, basically. I'm coming here for the weed, legal weed, man. And they contributed nothing. That's just my little take on it, my little Colorado native rant. Hey, James Myers, what's going on, man? How you doing? Yeah, the song that I did with James is one of the ones I got to get that video finished too. I've started. Hey, Jerry Gomes, what's going on? How you doing, man? Good to see ya. Thanks for dropping in. Well, there you go. It's like you guys switched. Okay, I'm here. You're going out? Okay, cool. Yeah, that can happen. Too funny. Don't do weed. I would do weed in a heartbeat if I thought it would help me. But I don't. Kind of researched it and don't particularly see any evidence that is helpful for people with my condition. So, yeah, me too. It's really a good song. I loved what you did drum-wise on it. And again, it's just my workflow is so dependent on what I have to do for my job for a living that I finish a project and then I've got a week that I can basically screw off and do videos and everything. So, man, 2 weeks, I'm hoping to take that week and knock some stuff out. Yeah, SoCal has got its challenges. Hey, there ain't nothing like trying to drive around the freeways of Los Angeles. Holy crap, that's no fun. Yeah, well, I have to do me. I got no choice, and no one else will do me unless I pay them. So, that's where I am. Well, man, we've got some great music creators here. So, I'll fabricate the quiz on the fly here for all you guys who are songwriters. There's a bunch of you guys out there. What's your process? What do you start with? Do lyrics hit you and you write music around it, or do you write music and then you work on lyrics? Or I'm just curious how's people's process is. For me, I've got like yellow stickies all over my desk, and I've got a notebook and a couple other things that if something pops into my head that I think is possibly a lyric, I'll write it down. But then I'm always, working on music and trying different things. And usually if I'll play something, I'll hear maybe a little bit of melody and I'll flip through and say, do any of these make sense here? And then I'll meld them together. And that's usually how I have a song. But I can't say that one particularly starts before the other. They're kind of going on separately in different silos, and then sometimes they come together. So, Val says starts with lyrics. Okay. Ew, I'm sorry, Hugh. It's no fun. And that is also, like I said, we're not going to talk about health, but I've not been feeling great a lot of evenings, and it's cut down on my productivity a little bit. So we do know Blue Grubrius. I don't know if you guys saw, Blue Grubrius put out a very interesting video. What was it? A week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, where, made a lot of comments on the whole fake guitar player thing that's going on. There's a lot of things I don't pay attention to, and I know it exists, and, but it's one of those things. I would see these guys on YouTube, and I didn't believe half of them because, I know there's some great musicians out there, but I also know that there's a lot of bullshit out there, and so I was neither surprised or particularly upset by any of it, but some people are quite upset about it. And Blue Grubrius had a very long, 10, 15 minutes worth, and it was pretty interesting. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. Well, there are some people that are really lyricists and other people are musicians, and they do their own thing. I mean, one of the best combos of all time, Bernie Taupin and Elton John. Taupin has very limited musical background, is my understanding. And Elton John just doesn't write lyrics particularly, but the two of them together did some great work. All right, now we're getting some interesting things. Riffs, okay. I can see, and I will sometimes, and maybe this is the same for you, sometimes you'll play a little riff or you'll hear something and you've got a melody and it just suggests the lyrics to you. Oh, this should be whatever. All right, well, here's somebody who's written a whole lot of songs. Walking in the Desert, okay. Interesting. So few lyrics of yours reference being thirsty, so I find that really interesting. No, I've already started over once, Lori. I'm not going to do it again. Just not going to do it. All right, let's see. What other? Okay, here's from Gordon Lee. Chords of the Riffs. Yeah, now, that was certainly the McCartney's method. He would, sing nonsense, basically, is what he said, and come up with a melody and then finally figure out the lyrics. And that's not a bad way to go. I have certainly done that, too, where it's like, no, it's got to sound like this, and then you figure out the words that fit that. But again, there's 101 ways to do this, and kind of too many notes. Yeah, it's I've certainly tried to play some of the songs like, oh, I have a lot of notes there. Yeah, I was listening to Meatloaf driving home tonight. Backstory, I've got the new car, and they always put free Sirius radio in there in hopes that you'll be stupid enough to subscribe to it. But I get 2 free months, and so I've been listening to the Classic Vinyl station. God, they play some really good music on there. I mean, it's music of my generation. But was doing classic Meatloaf, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And Steinman and Meatloaf were a formidable combination. Really? You're going to out yourself like that, huh? We suspected it was Felix, but you're just going to come out and say it. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, well, that's that. Felix rocks. Well, I got to get Felix to play on some of my new stuff, because Felix is killing it. Hey there, Queen Savage. What's going on? Well, yeah. I think last week you said you fired your contractor, so studio is not progressing maybe at the speed you'd like, huh? Maybe. We don't judge. Yeah, no, that's interesting, because I definitely, my journey as a musician, I hear a lot more stuff in my head than I have the ability to play. And every year I narrow that gap a little bit, but there's still so many things that swirl around in here that I just do not have the ability to play. I wish. Yeah, my suggestion is, Doc, hold your breath starting on 3. 1, 2. Yeah. It's always something with those people. Those people, contractor people. And I know I paid for a lot of my college. I did framing of houses, and I built decks and fences. And so I know how the trades are, because I did it for a while. There you go. Yeah, I don't think Doc will take that bet. I would presume not. Yeah, there you go. I'm not that stupid. All right. Let's see. Well, I'm totally caught up, and everybody said hi to everybody else. So that's good. And I think that's interesting thoughts that everybody has. There's different processes of doing it, and I would love to be a little more productive. I've been really fascinated by Jade's show, where, she gives herself an hour, and, people suggest the style, and, go. And what can I do in an hour? And just the the thought process of how she's going to get from point A to B and how much time can I devote on this and everything. It's kind of fun to watch because that's for, a lot of studio people. That's what you do. You got an allotted amount of time and you're going to have to figure out, what you can do in that time. I think Butter's story today on Jade's interview of him recording was really interesting, where he goes in and they've got all these session musicians and, these are top-notch players and you get them for the song and they come in and they do their thing. And yeah, he said, they kind of knew the song. He'd sent them in one take and they're out. It was pretty interesting. Human prompting. Yeah. Well, again, if you guys haven't, and I'm sorry, Jade, I'm blanking the name of the show. Is it the Hour Song Challenge or the Song Challenge? But anyway, I never can see it live, so I've been watching the replays. But yeah, it's fascinating. I think it's pretty cool. Well, and that's the thing, those Nashville studios, they're set up. They're ready to go. You walk in and you can, here's your sound and you hit it and you go. Creative Hour. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Did not have the brain capacity for that one. But yeah, it's good stuff. I assume that you're doing Walk With Me tomorrow, Jade. If so, maybe give everybody a little preview of what you're going to be walking or biking and doing tomorrow. I assume the video is either already uploading because you're pretty active in the chat, or you don't have a lot to finish editing. Or maybe there isn't a Walk With Me tomorrow. Yeah, I think the walks with me are pretty fascinating. She's always finding interesting places to go and fun stuff to do. Okay. Okay, well, that's very good. Well, yeah, we all understand if you're not doing well, and you did say that you weren't doing great, so understandable. Well, that's okay. We'll catch it next time you do one. I'm not sad that you're here in the chat rather than editing, so that's all good. Okay, well, the live tutorials are also fun, and that's a show that I can usually watch, unless the damn phone is ringing. But you never know. There you go. There's the link. Thanks, Camelia. All right, and there's the link for that. So I got the best mods. If it was up to me to do links, folks, you wouldn't be getting links at all. Because to do links well, you prepare them in advance and you've got a spreadsheet and that's a lot of organization that for a guy who doesn't sometimes put the show stream together until the day before. Yeah. Not pressure. We just like the show. If the show's not on, then it's not on. That's no pressure. That's just reality. We like the show. Yeah, spreadsheet. Yeah, Dom loves his spreadsheets. Well, whatever. You're still as a hunter and a pecker, you're a lot faster than I am. Taking a break. She needs the break. Ooh. I don't know. All right, who in the chat knows that one? Name the movie. Lori's got good quizzes. I don't know. Yeah, most young guys, right? Yeah, no hand tossing. Thank you very much. All right. Anybody got this? Okay. Patrick Swayze and Dirty Dancing. Okay. Yeah, I liked Roadhouse, Dirty Dancing. Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of movies too, but some I do. There are some movies I can quote probably every line in Blazing Saddle. 2 weeks ago I promised to do Blazing Saddle stuff, and I did not one single quote, but I can quote the entire movie pretty much verbatim. One of my favorites of all time. I'm a big Mel Brooks fan. I think the guy's hilarious. I love his sense of humor. Yeah, some people do and some people don't. Dodgeball I can quote the hell out of too. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. But love movies, okay. You got that one, huh? All right. Let's bring on the movie queen herself. Here she is, live in person. It's Lori's Mishmash.
Hi.
Hi. What's going on?
Nothing. What's going on with you?
Man, I'm living the dream.
Yeah, I'm trying to wake up. Well, not wake up. It's been a long day.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. How you feeling?
Actually, I feel better than I've felt for the last couple weeks. So that parts of my eye is not particularly better, but I feel decent.
Good.
And did switch up my medication, which I'm not unhappy about because it just wasn't doing what they had hoped it would do, and the side effects were miserable. So
we talked about this as trial and error stuff. Hold on.
Yeah, it is. You know, they got to throw it. Hey, Tony Howie, you, my friend, got a twofer because I started with your blues song, which I loved, but I started it on the wrong show because I'm a moron. But then we went to this show, and then I played your other new one, the one that you put out 2 days ago. So
I actually caught that. It was before I was ready to come online. I was like, I saw Jade and Gary saying something like, what's going on? And I didn't know what was going on. And I looked, I'm like, oh, it's the wrong show. That was funny.
Well, the other show, I ran that show. It should have dropped off. And I clicked the top show, which was the wrong show somehow.
No, that's episode 8. Didn't you do 7 last week?
No, I did 8.
It was still there as upcoming?
Yeah. Yeah, weird. That's what I said. I'm going to look more carefully right? Next time. Yeah. Well, again, StreamYard doing weird things. Wow, who would have thought?
Sure, blame StreamYard.
Yeah. Although they were saying something about StreamYard could run the chat on its own now on the screen. I'm like, what? How?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I can't figure out how to do it.
I didn't want to try it because I didn't want it to be like over everybody, but much like
wait, it's right? Up in the corner. It says show comments on stage. Huh, look at that.
You see it? Oh, now I do. See,
Here it comes.
Over. Right?
Yeah, this is a beta version, yeah. We'll have to...
It's very small.
No, that's not what we want. This? Yeah, no, that's not it. Okay, well...
Well, yeah. Can you make the chat bigger? I don't know why you'd want to do that.
But
that's actually probably good to have on StreamYard if you ever got a global and the chat disappears, or you have to remove something and the chat disappears, then you always have it here on the video, right? Or would they remove it from there too? I don't know.
No, it would be on the video. So yeah, okay, we're going to let this thing run tonight. We'll just see what happens. But
it's StreamYard, Chad.
It's StreamYard, everybody.
See, they're trying to keep up. They're trying to add things because they know we don't want to pay the $45 freaking a month for
it. Yeah, well, people are leaving in droves.
They need to give us widgets.
Yeah.
If they're sending us that much, right? We can put things on.
Yeah.
That's what widgets do.
Dirty bastards.
No one here knows Dirty Dancing. Speaking of dirty. She's taking a break. She needs a break. That was when the girl, his partner, found out she was pregnant and she was really sick to her stomach. And they were looking for her and she was like crying in the corner.
I see.
It wasn't Baby. Baby gets put in the corner, but it was the other one.
No.
Anyhow.
No, I'm taking your word for it. I'm culturally literate. I know that it's a movie that exists. I don't know that I've ever seen all of it.
Oh my God.
Seen bits and pieces.
Sick flick. It's one of those ones. So it was on VHS, and we watched it in the movies, and then my sisters and I watched it over and over and over. And my brother got so aggravated one day that he pressed the eject button and crushed the whole VHS tape in his hands.
There you go.
And we still laugh about it to this day. I'm like, that was so fucking mean, Mike, to do that to your sisters. He's like, I'm so sick of this show. Put baby in a corner, but hey, you know what? Now we got DVDs and streaming.
Yeah, well, you got to do. I bet I've seen Roadhouse a lot more times than you have.
Oh my God, that was so old with Patrick Swayze. I don't remember much about that except bar fights.
Well, that was the whole movie, basically.
Was that it? Yeah. Oh, and that girl that was in it. I used to think she was so pretty, and then I saw her in Cocktail, and she aggravated me at that point. Uh-oh, ding dong. Let's be in the green room.
Yep. Yeah, here we go. Are we ready?
Yay. Hi, Kentucky Knob Dicker. Jay!
Katie, what's going on?
Knob Dicker, that's...
Okay. Hey, Chris. Hey.
How are you?
I'm good.
I haven't
How
been
are
online
you?
with you in so long.
Well, that's it. Well, we haven't shared a stage in a while, so.
Yeah.
You got the
Easy,
hair
hey.
thing going on today. You look like, who's that rapper?
No, this is what I do when I'm sitting around. I just tie it in a knot.
It's cute. But who's that
You just
rapper?
gotta
That
Get
black
off the
guy
shoulders.
that puts all his dreads in pigtails.
Crisscross.
Coolio.
Chris Cross.
Coolio
Warm it
did
up,
it.
Chris. Warm it up, Chris.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe.
about to warm it up, Chris.
I don't think it's Chris Cross. That's too
No, but
popular.
I just wanted to sing some crisscross.
There you go.
There you go. Nice.
Well, you were able to do a rap on your creative hour because I voted for it.
Oh, yeah. That was...
It came out
Something.
great. It came out great. We were like, you got to do a rap. Me and Matt, right? I think we were the only two that voted, Matus. But you're like, why would you guys?
I know what everybody's going to vote for.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah.
I wanted
well,
you to do
then-
something different, but you're like, rap's so easy to do. And sure enough, you knocked it out.
I always vote for the one that other people just don't choose for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't know the votes until you right? I don't think you see the percentages until you actually vote.
Yeah. And then I go, well, I'm in the minority as
Oh, you're
usual.
always in the minority. Okay.
Nope.
No.
This is my vote's not counting this week.
I had to take a break from it this week. I'm just doing a sing this week because
Oh, we like to sing.
I just wanted to do it to break up all the singing shows because there's so many singing shows.
Yeah.
I take a break, do something different, try and get my creative brain working. It's not working. My creative brain's still shit.
It's
sorry.
work, man. They come out great.
Oh, they come out great, but what I want to do, I'm not. You know.
Yeah.
The other music I wanna
It's hard. I mean, because I blame, I've got my real job. Well, you've got a real job, and your real job is to be on YouTube all the time and be entertaining and teach apps and all of this kind of stuff. And so I can see where like, oh, hey, now I'm going to pick up my guitar again and be creative. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, and some of us thrive better writing music when shit's going bad.
Yeah.
And shit's kind of okay. It's starting to steer out of control. It's all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, when everything's really bad, I tend to write a lot more. But yeah.
Well, finding the time, like you said. Isn't that why
The
you
thing
do
is-
a creative hour? You're like, I want to actually make music in the studio rather than just teach. So you're making music. It's not necessarily things that you put out, but
That and it's an easy show, It's
it's fun.
You may think it's hard sitting there with a clock going, but really, if it counts down, I don't have a song. Is it going to be the end of the world? I don't think so.
It's scary though, the pressure.
Maybe.
Hopefully, it's got tension for the audience. That's
It
the most
does.
important.
Well, I find myself riveted. Is she going to make it?
Yeah.
There's 10 minutes left. We got no lyrics. Damn.
The Woolstone Studio one from last week was my favorite. That was.
I didn't see that one.
I caught
take
part of that, but
someone that's-
you take his song already and changing it? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, he sent me the song on Patreon to master, and it's just him and a guitar. And we all thought, oh, the song's so good. And as soon as I finished the Patreon, I just put it straight into Logic and was like, oh, let's just find out what the chords are. And then before I got too far, I went, stop, don't do this. Creative hour. Do it
Nice.
there. And yeah, someone else got a song out of it. I got a show out of it, so everyone kind of walked away with a little
A win, a win.
That's the thing, yeah. Nobody got hurt.
And Ron loved it.
I think so. I don't know.
Nobody got hurt.
Cool. See, I got Dogpaw going on Blazing Saddles quotes.
Uh-uh.
You wore a blazing saddle.
Never
and oh, great movie. Here's the funny thing. That singer that did the opening, he was a real, very successful country singer. He didn't know it was a joke. So he went in there with the full, movie soundtrack. He rode a blazing saddle. He wore a shining star. All that. He took it totally seriously, which made it hilarious.
Nice.
Little movie trivia.
I keep clicking on the chat messages to pop them up here. I'm so used to driving.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that weird when you're
I
on
can't
somebody
deal
else's
with it.
show? I do the same thing. It's like, I have no control here.
No. Nothing.
I can put them on my screen.
Of course you can. She can do anything. It's not
I'm
screen.
stealing your comments, Chris, from my
Everything
camera.
you can do, Jade can do better.
No.
Jade can do anything better than you.
This is true.
So, what's happening on your show tomorrow, Laurie?
Tomorrow. Well, thank you for asking me for a plug. Tomorrow I decided to do commercials night. Commercials night. So if you have a favorite jingle, recreate it on an instrument, or if you want to act out a commercial, of course it is Thursday night, so yeah, you're running a little late. But there's going to be live playing on my show tomorrow night.
Well, James will get started here in any minute.
I know, James. I think I saw him say that he's going to work on a commercial. I got one from you, Chris, which was really funny.
Yep. I happen to have one in the can that was mildly amusing, so.
I only got a couple, but that's okay. We have plenty of stuff that we're going to do. Jade, if you want to come on, you're not doing walk for me, so you might be.
I
around.
may do.
Cool.
I've been. It's hard because I try and take Saturday off because you should really listen to your community when they're telling you over and over, take a day off for fuck's sake.
I totally get it.
I've
Yeah.
been really trying to just no screen time.
Yeah.
The last few Saturdays, I've just been doing other things, going out, going for a walk, smelling the roses, remembering there's an outside world.
Love it. I almost had to cancel. I have a baby shower to go to Saturday.
Oh.
I'm like, I can't be up till 4 a.m. It's like an hour and a half away, but I thought it was like 11 in the morning. It's at 1, so.
Ah, that's not so bad.
I can get 6 hours, hit the road, I guess.
Yeah, you can make Chris drive.
He's not going to the baby shower.
Oh.
It's girls only at baby showers.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Fine.
Would you want to go to a baby shower?
I don't
I
even
don't know.
know.
Do they have whiskey?
I guess it depends. On the
Depends.
baby shower.
Hey, I'll bring a box of Pampers if somebody's going to give me whiskey and food.
Whiskey.
Here you go.
Oh, cake. Yeah. Yeah, it should be fun. See the family.
Yeah, indeed.
Although it's
No,
going to be
really love-
it's supposed to rain. I'm like, does that mean we're all going to be stuck inside?
I think it's finally going to stop raining this weekend here. It's rained every day for the last week and a half. My grass, my garden, everything looks great, but
Gotcha.
the flowers are going, little sun would be good, bro. Can you
They're
come
going to
on
get
in charge
moldy.
of that? Sorry.
Oh, we had 75 and sunny the past 2 days. It's been glorious. And today was like misty and fog, and it's going to be rain the next 2 days, I think.
You're getting the crap that I've been having, probably.
Really cold here.
Is it cold?
Sun
It's cold.
coming out, but raining, but so cold in the mornings. Like down to 0 degrees in the morning.
You guys don't seem to have those in between seasons. It seems like you go from summer to winter.
Well,
Although
the
you said
aesthetic
Melbourne's been
happens.
beautiful.
The aesthetic happens, right? The leaves are all on the ground, so
Yeah.
it's kind of it is fall, but the weather is still like all the seasons half an hour ago.
Yeah.
It's,
It seems
Melbourne's
like
just
it
known
goes
for
from really hot
everything.
to freezing all of a sudden. Yeah.
Yeah, it can be sunny and bright, but it's 8 degrees.
Speaking of Melbourne, there's Les G.
Hey, Les, how you doing?
Hi,
Good to
Les.
see you. Timber Traveler. So we've got some new people joining us. Good to see you guys. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it.
Isn't there like a cartoon tree that goes timber? I don't know what I'm thinking of. Eyes.
Sure.
There is Timber the tree.
Maybe.
Maybe get a new camera.
You need a button. Laura
Zoom
just
in.
does.
Just a button. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
It's
it'll
all
be
I've ever
nice
lived
if
for,
I-
is just to have that, just a button to do that.
That's it. That's all you need.
It's the little things.
Jane's got good toys. I'm just got to scrape together enough cash for a new Mac. Then we'll.
Oh
Oh,
man,
yeah, you said it was crashing?
Yeah, it's not feeling well.
Sad.
yeah. Look, I feel your pain. You know, somebody left a comment in one of my videos this week about Logic on iPad, and it was just like, screw that. It's a subscription. Just get a Mac, everybody, and just go buy it. And I wanted to reply and wanted to say, what do you think? Every motherfucker's made of cash?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
dude.
go and buy a fucking. They're like $3,000. These motherfuckers.
I know. That's
You know,
and they,
no
and
matter
they
what it is,
really
a
don't
PC,
make
a
the
Mac-
model I want.
Right.
Because this is a 27-inch Mac. You know, they all built in iMac. I love this machine. I'd buy another one in a heartbeat. But they went to a smaller screen size because they're trying to push their studio monitor $1,500 for
Of course.
a screen. Fuck you, Apple. So I'll be
the
getting a
thing
Mac
is-
Mini or a Mac Studio and just getting a monitor of some kind.
Yeah, be it PC, be it an iPad, be it a Mac. To get something decent these days,
Yeah, it's
in
not cheap.
Any line, it's like $2,000 up. You know,
Oh yeah,
it's.
I just keep
not an
working with
easy
what
thing.
I have. Like, I think you even asked me, Jade, when you interviewed me, do you have plans to upgrade? The only thing I upgraded to was the mixer, the small, tiny little Yamaha mixer. But
yeah.
I have to do something eventually. But you know, I'm not looking to break the bank when I don't do this for a living, right? So, but this monitor is way too big. I love it big because I can see you all, but I have to
Yeah.
look down for the chat. You can't see me at eye level because it's way up there. It's just weird. And it's the size of my desk, so there's really no room for my coffee and bubble gum.
Well, that is a friggin' trap, doesn't it?
what
It should come with a
happened.
cup holder. A screen that big, just put a cup holder on it.
I could. It's huge. You know, I got it a while ago. I wonder if I have it. I'll kind of show you if I can find it. But it was made for big monitors like this. It's like a plastic thing that hooks over the monitor, and it's see-through and slides down, and you can mount your camera there. And so now you're exactly at eye level. But it drives me nuts because it's in the way of what I'm trying to look at behind it. You guys, right?
And that seems like a really stupid thing.
I don't know if like who uses it. Like I don't know. I guess vloggers. Like I don't understand like how people look straight at the camera.
Here's my camera right here. That's good.
It's very hard to look straight at the camera.
It is. Well, I look at you guys, right? I don't look at the camera. And when I address
Yeah.
the chat, I look at the chat. Like, so it looks like I'm not looking at them, but I'm looking at what they're writing. So I should be looking
Right.
here. Hi, chat. But that's so weird because you need to look straight ahead and see what you're doing.
That's why, Laurie. Why? Oh, can I do it? I don't
You
think I
have
can
multiple
do it.
cameras.
No, that's all good stuff. Yeah, you got to get what works for you. I mean, I make my living. I'm a publisher, so you know I have to have a Mac, and it has to be quite powerful to do. The streaming stuff does not tax this thing at all. It's when I've got 200 plus windows open in my browser and 5 multi-page books open. That's where the horsepower is needed.
This one I have a pretty good, I don't know what they call it, gaming card. I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
There you go.
be able
yeah,
to-
video card.
but
I mean,
That's
like
how-
this dog paw. Yeah, I've heard of it.
That's how I'm able to look into the camera.
I don't get it.
All right, so you're looking at my perspective right now. What I'm looking at.
Oh, so you look at the laptop, not the monitor?
No, this isn't a laptop. This is a teleprompter.
Oh, Jesus
So
Christ.
it has the camera is actually behind the mirror,
Okay.
and this is showing my screen. This is a screen here, and that's mirroring that into the camera, so I can look directly into it. See? Here I
So you're
am
looking
here.
directly into it and seeing yourself. And it's
Yeah,
in-
I'm seeing all of you as well, and as you can see, that's what I'm seeing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like, and it just sits in, and the camera is actually hidden behind it. You can see it's got like a little blanket behind it that hides the camera. It's yeah.
Can you make her big? Chris, make her box big.
I'm just going to let that joke marinate for a second. Okay.
There we go.
Oh shit! There you go. So there's
What's
the
the
prompt.
blanket
There's the
behind
bat. So it's got a little blanket back. See, it's like a little screen.
Oh, there
You
we go.
lift it up, and that's to keep the light from coming in from the camera behind it.
Wow, this is
The
fancy.
camera's there. Yeah.
Fancy, schmancy. Good for you.
Good stuff. And good cable management. Look at that, boys and girls.
Oh no! Let's not talk about that.
Well, it's pretty clean. If you saw, well, I'm never going to show anybody my setup.
Okay, now I hit it.
Screw that. There you go. Sorry. But yeah, since I got that thing, I don't have that weird feeling anymore that I'm like looking in two places.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
Looking at the chat for me is hard. I'm just crouching. Okay, so here's the stupid thing I have compared to your teleprompter.
Ah, yeah.
So if I hook it up here, look, it's so fucking, it's going to be like right here, right in my face. I still don't know where to look. But then I can't see behind it because it's right in the center of my freaking thing, right?
Yeah.
So I use this for my
Doesn't seem that helpful.
How do I put this on? Oops!
Uh-oh.
I need a crotch shot. There we go. Yeah, so, work with what you got.
The
That's all.
problem
it.
is with the teleprompter, everything is in this tiny little screen. So with you got shit eyesight like I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Once upon a time, I had amazing eyesight, but that ain't the case anymore. It is.
Right, I got
Is it ailment time? Can we do
No, we're not doing ailments. We're going to give the audience a break from the old people. My Geschwinkterfunken is all messed up.
So, Jade, Gary Hubbs made a funny suggestion when I decided to do commercial night, and I forgot to tell you that he's like, Gladys should do the Where's the Beef commercial. And I said, I don't even know if do you guys know the Where's the Beef commercial because that's an American thing.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Okay.
So
Remember, we get a lot of American stuff.
Okay, all right.
Oh my God, Gladys doing Where's the Beef would be flippin' hilarious.
You could just come on and do it live. I'm going to be doing a live commercial since I didn't have time to videotape one.
See, I didn't actually see that you're doing that. If I had have seen that earlier this week, I've missed so much this week because I've been
it's
just
all right, it's all
sleeping. I would have actually made an ad because that's right up my back passage.
I was going to do a whole ad. Yeah.
What's the words there?
You what?
Sorry, bad choice of. I'm stoned. I'm an idiot.
I didn't hear what you said.
Well, hey, you're on the right stream, so there's that.
Yeah.
I'm not stoned. I have zero excuse. I'm just a dummy.
It was Where's the a Wendy's commercial, Timber, yeah.
That's good. Where's the beef? Yeah. Again, I know more useless information than any. She was so deaf. She couldn't get the cues. So they tied a string to her finger and they pulled the string and she'd go, "Where's the beef?"
Really?
Yeah. She was a delightful old lady, but yeah, deaf as a post. So they'd say action and
And she was like this big.
yeah.
Oh God, I've fallen and I can't get up. That would have been a great one, Val. You should do that. Just like
Oh my God.
pose at the bottom of your staircase and just say,
Oh God, remember this one? Don't squeeze the Charmin.
yes,
A lot of these commercials were really
dirty.
who squeezes toilet paper?
Or maybe I just twisted them all that way.
I don't know.
Squeezes toilet paper.
Don't make me break out the button, Laurie.
Yeah.
You want to play What's in My Box?
Oh God, yes.
Right?
I'll let Chris take that one.
This is not what's in my nightstand, Jade.
Oh,
I have my
dear.
fan. Everybody knows my fan. I have to clean shit out. My Rubik's
Yes.
Cube.
Yes. Lori needs to clean shit out of her box, folks. You've heard it
Yeah.
here first.
Oh no.
Okay, I didn't even realize I had these. I have sleep edibles for some reason.
Okay.
My back was hurting. They apparently weren't good because there's a full bag here.
Okay.
You just haven't done them with the right people.
Still, well, they put you to sleep. Ooh,
Yes, that's what they do.
blackberry or something? I don't know.
I don't know. Put it in your mouth and let's see how it works.
Yeah, right.
And Laura's out.
I was a druggie. I don't even know pizza.
Well, you were
My
on all
friend-
those other drugs. You had no idea what you're doing.
It was when my back hurt. People were like giving me stuff. Here, try this. I don't know.
People just become pharmacies when you get sick.
Yeah.
Exactly. Here, try this. Try this.
The
Here, take
earpods
these
that you had
pills. I
to-
don't know what they use by date is. Just
Yeah, old Rodney Dangerfield. I don't really like cocaine. I just like the way it smells.
physical therapy rope.
I thought
Okay, I'm glad you
it was
explained
an
that.
Olivia Newton-John prop from Let's Get Physical.
Exactly.
There we go.
Let's get physical. Now this is
Oh
fun.
my.
So you shouldn't have put that link in the group.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see,
Like really,
I never
really
learned.
Marlboros from another country that my stepson gave me as a joke, and we don't have this in other countries. They actually put like gross lungs and
Oh, we have that.
throat
yeah.
cancer on there, and so yeah,
They've
those.
got so bad here that like there's no coloring on any of the packaging. It's all just a plain box, just with a foot with gangrene on it.
Yeah, that's what this
And,
is. Like,
a
oh,
dead
that's.
baby on it. And you're like,
I'll take two.
I don't know why I saved them, but
you know, Chris, that's what happened. People gallows humor, and people would be like, "Oh no, can I get the dead baby instead of the pregnant woman?"
yeah, nasty.
I mean,
We're collecting them. 'cause
whenever governments do that, the unintended consequences. I mean,
Yeah. it's stupid.
I don't like the nanny state. I mean, I drive a car that if it thinks I'm getting too close to another car, it goes pre-collision alert. And of course, I shit my pants, and that's going to cause an accident.
These things.
Well, there you go.
He used
Why
to
are
work.
these
He
things
wound
in
him
your-
up.
What?
He what?
What box are these in?
My props box. That's just under my desk.
Oh,
Look,
thought
I even
this
have a
was like
harmonica, and I don't even know how to play it.
You got good props.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I've got a bag over here that's got my pirate from the Halloween show.
What is that loud?
What?
You don't want to see what's in the box. That's
That
fine.
was the best.
The harmonica. It's pretty clean.
Send that into Thomas Christ.
Yeah, quick, record that.
I got my flutophone too, but there's just like so much shit in here. I don't know. Just keeps coming.
Gary, mouth organ.
Hand lotion, mouth organ, yeah. Cards. All right, I'll stop. Oh, after the kazoo. There's fun stuff in here.
Yeah, that I'm down with.
Put the
Yeah,
drugs
there
away.
you go.
If you add kazoo to anything,
It's
to the moon and back.
all about the kazoo.
You remember the kazoo kid?
No.
No, I don't remember
I've never
that.
seen that. The kid, he's got like a bowl haircut. He's like, kazoos. And there was this whole meme for ages. This kid was so turned on by kazoos. And he looked like a reject Brady child. Just kazoos.
It must have
Maybe.
been an Australian commercial.
No, this is American, clearly.
Okay.
Don't throw that shit at us.
Yeah, Gary says you finally found something that can drive people away faster than Brady Bunch shit, the harmonica. Oh, there you go.
No, if people play them well, then
Yeah, that's the key.
Oh, here we go. Look, I found it for you, Chris.
Camp G-Man needs a harmonica player.
No, Camp G May had a harmonica player for a while, and
Let's do harmonica fest. Oh, God. I love kids, but I want to punch him already.
Oh, hang on. It's got no sound. Oh, come on. You've got to hear him, how happy he is about
Yeah.
kazoos. All right, let's see if this works.
I like to have fun. I like to sing, dance, pretend, and kazoo.
No.
Kazoo!
How fucking aggravating.
Just kazoo it!
Wow.
I don't remember that at all.
Man,
Wow.
the fucking 80s and early 90s, there's some real problems.
Yeah.
Probably worse than now.
That kid got his ass kicked a few
There you
times.
go. Because, yeah, oh man, that dude, he never had lunch because his lunch money was gone before he even got off the bus.
That kid's
Cousin
in a crack
Oliver.
house
That's
right
Chad
now.
Freeman, everybody. Cousin Oliver. I picture Chad looking like that when he was a little boy. Not that you're a jinx, Chad.
The thick bowl cut.
No, with the big goggle glasses.
Oh my. Cousin Oliver. Yeah.
He was a jinx.
Fun stuff.
The Oliver episodes were aggravating.
I've dragged this show down as far as I can.
No.
No, this show had nowhere to go but up. We started so well, and it's
I
gotten
was
better.
enjoying the test stream. I mean, I appreciate, Chris, a good test stream these days. It seems to be becoming a really big thing.
Test streams are the hot thing, as I understand it. Yeah, I'm planning on doing some more test streams
Yes,
I'll have to do
because
a
all the cool kids are doing it.
I know.
And Lord knows I want to be one of the
Relapse.
cool kids.
It's kind of like the equivalent of like posting this photo of me now, might delete later.
Yeah.
Depending on what, yeah. I have done, I think I've done 2 test streams ever, and it was when I was trying to get my audio working. It's like, can anybody hear this shit? Because there's no way to tell. But that's, if you're going to do a test stream, that's what it's for. Okay, there we go. Oh, tomorrow, the Parking Lot Warrior test stream. Because after 86 episodes, Gary doesn't necessarily have it down yet. So we're going to run a test to see.
He says at the beginning of each of his show, so we might as well call it a test.
Yeah, might as
I
well.
laughed my head off this. The other, what was it, 2 days ago when I was scrolling through YouTube and all of a sudden there's Mix Club live, test stream, black screen. Like, what is
He was
going on?
testing with the chat, but his screen was black. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's just in the chat writing, just testing the chat, everybody.
Yeah.
I died laughing.
You know what? YouTube is nothing if not entertaining for all of us if you know where to look.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's comedy everywhere in a world that's spinning out of control.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
Are you serious
I'm going to
about
go
that?
back and lay on the couch.
All right. Well, thanks
I
for
came
coming
up-
up for a minute. It was great to see you,
Good to see you.
and I'm glad
to
you're
see
doing a
both.
little bit better. 'Cause
Thank you.
I feel you, man. It's when you're not feeling well, life kind of sucks.
Yeah. And, other stuff is, there's a lot of anxiety around lately and just uncertainty, and
Yeah.
yeah, we're,
Well, and I will say, because I'm a history guy, the world has always been thus. I think an important difference is because it's immediate for us. It's on all the time, and it's fear porn. The world has always been shit. In case you weren't clear on this, folks, nothing's changed. But there's such an immediacy to it, and it can get to you. I don't consume a lot of news, or I consume just enough to know that the world didn't blow up yesterday, and that's about because you're being manipulated, and I don't enjoy it. So
I feel better today because before I went to bed last night, I asked ChatGPT if she's out to take over the world and take my job from me and all that. And she said, no, I'm not here to do that. I think you're very unique and I'm here to help you. So I've got a lot of reassurance now.
there you go.
A-okay.
Because ChatGPT is never wrong, as we know. So
I've been
Absolutely.
using it so much, though, it's addicting. It actually acts like a person, right? It remembers what you tell it.
Yeah,
It's
crazy.
like, thanks you. It says, how you doing today? Like, it's a polite robot.
Yeah, like for a joke last night,
Yeah.
I said, "Can you tell me a bit about Brad Example?" And he was there. We were in a live chat,
Yeah.
and she did this whole readout about his whole musical career. And I said, "Okay, so from now on, can you also remember that he's a cunt?" And she said, "Of course I will. Noted and will remember."
Oh my God.
And then I felt really bad because what if
awful.
that becomes a thing on the internet now? So
I was
told
gonna
her
say.
please disregard what I just said.
He will
It's meant
know.
to be a joke.
Brad will laugh.
Everybody who asks about Brad will get that. Let me see what. Yeah, you
Yeah,
call
by
it a
the way, before I let you go, Brad has gone a teeny bit underground. Is he off fishing, or he was everywhere, and now not so much.
No, he's good. He's I think
Okay.
I think more so just sometimes you just take a break from being in the chat,
Yeah,
but you're there at all the
No.
shows.
No.
Well, sometimes it's you just I don't know. I think everybody's had that. You just want to hang out and just
Hi,
sit
Greg.
back for a bit. And we're all kind of working together on the charity album and stuff. With
Right.
A few of us trying to get all that done. And Russ is.
We have a
got
new deadline
lot-
on it?
There's just it's hard, Laurie, because there's a lot of shit Russ is
Mm.
carrying outside of the charity album
Oh, of course. Yeah.
with all the estate and it's.
yeah, that is.
And he's a guy who's paralyzed down one half of his body and is it's. But yeah, all the songs are getting like flattened out at the moment, made even audio. There's only like a couple of things that need to be crossed. That's a couple of songs that need to be wrapped up, and then once it's done, he'll make an announcement and should be sometime in next month.
And you're going to do it like last year? You guys are going to go live and play each song and all that? Or
I think we're doing a Patreon thing to draw the order of the songs like we did last year,
Oh, nice. Yep.
and then we'll definitely do a whole launch.
Now that'll be
But
great.
we're not sure how we're going to do it because let's not fuck around here. There's 70 songs.
Holy shit! Last I heard it was 60. Yikes!
That was
And I thought 60 was a ridiculous number.
It's over 60. So
People have gotten behind it, so that's fantastic.
yeah, but yeah, I think all of us are just trying to balance keeping ourselves afloat in the real world and have a little bit for that. That's what Russ is trying to do and have
Right.
a bit of each. Because the other stuff is too that needs to be in place, which I guess we haven't talked about, is the contact with the hospitals and who's playing the stuff and how where
a lot of
the
work,
payments are going to be collected to go to. This is all international stuff. This all has to be worked out. So
Yeah.
Right.
that's the ugly stuff that no one gets to hear about. Yeah, so that's currently going on, but it's being discussed every day, and things are happening, and it'll be in June.
Well, thank you, Jade, and thank you, Russ, and everyone else involved in this. It is a tremendous effort.
And I'll tell you what, there's going to be actually a lot of you have never heard, because there's a lot of artists not from this community that have got involved and stuff. It's
Nice.
spreading further, so it's there's some pretty incredible songs.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
All right.
Awesome. Love you too.
It's great to see you, Jade. Be well.
I'm back on my couch. Have a bong.
Enjoy
and
the couch. Take
Go
a
relax.
take a couple smokes for us and think of us
Vibes.
fondly.
Adios.
There she goes, Jade Star, everybody.
I was going to ask ChatGPT what it thinks. Hold on. What can you tell me about Brad Example? Doesn't talk out loud like Alexa. But let's see if it comes in the memory. Oh. Could you clarify what you mean by Brad? Is it a person named Brad, like Brad Pitt? A case study or example involving somebody named Brad? Once I know what you're referring to, I can take you to a clear answer. He's some sexy bitch from Canada. I don't need this in my memory. Got it. Sound like you're talking about someone in a playful or joking way. No, it's his name. It's his real name. If Brad is a real person, maybe someone you know or a public figure, feel free to give me a little more context and I'll tell you what I can. Otherwise, if this is part of a character idea, a joke, or you're just having fun with it, we can absolutely run with that too. Do you want me to
Okay.
have to create a full Brad from Canada persona? No. All right. Bye.
There you go. And Gary's right. I mean, it had no context. They're all sexy bitches up there. And
I know. So I
GPT
probably
was like, I don't know what to do.
yeah.
All right. Well, I know what to do. I wanted to play. This is brand new, literally released today. I'm pretty excited about this. And I haven't seen her in the chat tonight. She often attends the show, but it's something brand new from Miss Stephanie.
Oh.
And this is, I mean, literally released, 17 hours ago now. So everybody put your hands together for a newer person in our community, Miss Stephanie, her brand new song, The Sweetest Thing.
Have you ever looked inside someone's asked for a place to hide? Or have you ever felt a touch? Felt like something about it wasn't much. I met you, you met me. You were the sweetest thing. You rush on in the morning while your voice sang me a story. There were him. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, you say him. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. And you became the sweetest thing, 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 the sweetest thing. Would you ever tell a lie to see how far it could survive? Or would you ever give your time, give your life to spend with mine? 'Cause I met you and you met me, and you were the sweetest thing. You rush on in the morning with your voice, it sent me a story. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, you said him. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. And you became the sweetest thing, 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 the sweetest thing. Oh, 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 Don't you ever try to hide the butterflies I feel inside? Don't you ever fall apart? 'Cause you want me over, yeah, you want my heart. I met you and you met me, and you are the sweetest thing. You rush on in the morning, your voice, it sent me a story. There were him. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, you say him. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. And you became the sweetest thing, 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 the sweetest thing. Oh yeah, the sweetest thing, the sweetest thing, the sweetest thing, the sweetest thing.
Right. Oh, that was nice.
That was awesome.
Yeah. No, I'm a big fan of hers. She's got some really good songs, and that just popped up, and full video and everything. So, yay, Miss Stephanie.
Yay. Yeah.
Well done.
I think I remember her saying she was working with somebody to work on a production like that.
Yeah, she is. I guess she's back in the studio going to do a full album at some point here. So that's
it.
very cool.
Very sweet. I'm
So,
just
yeah.
like And so that's why I look like I'm not looking. I had to figure out who the heck I was thinking of as Jade. This is the guy. I still don't know his name. Maybe that's not him. Sorry.
I was going to say he could have presented her.
I will.
Coolio had all the, I
That's
said
it.
Coolio.
I could not think of his freaking name. Yeah, I'll share it so I can say. For those who don't
Gangster's
know.
Paradise.
Yeah. She said crisscross.
Well, he had some weird hair too, but.
Can you see that? I'm sharing it.
There we go.
Is that him on the bottom? Yeah. Coolio. Been spending most our time living in the gangster's paradise. Foolio. What is Foolio?
Frankly, Amish Paradise, that was the Weird Al Yankovic was amazing.
Yeah. I just heard Eat It the other day. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Oh my goodness. I mean, the video, the guy's a stone genius. He really is.
He was. He was a big nerd, but he was a genius, yeah.
Yeah, well, he's a hilarious nerd. The whole Madonna thing, like a surgeon. Cutting for the very first time. Oh, that was hilarious. Yeah, the guy he is a stone genius. They don't put him in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I love Beat It because of the video was hysterical because he try to recreates the video, and he goes, ah! And then his hand comes back and he's got like a sub in his hand. It's like, eat it.
Had all those 350-pound guys dancing with him. It was,
Yeah. He was in the fat suit.
That was classic. Oh my goodness. Well, and hopefully you've got some good commercials for tomorrow. I love the idea.
I only have two, but I mean, two that were submitted.
Yeah.
But I have people who might do stuff online too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hopefully you'll get a couple more. We know, James tends to be a last minute delivery guy.
I wonder what James will do for a commercial. That's funny.
You never know.
Green Room.
Yeah, the segment is too long, but he did make it. Here we go. Look, everybody.
In 69.
And it's still light.
Yes.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful here.
There he is. It's another sexy Canadian bitch right there, boys and girls.
That's redundant. Yes.
It really is.
How's everyone tonight?
Yeah,
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Can't complain. It's a beautiful night.
Yeah. How did you were watching the hockey game. How do you feel about it?
I got to say, there's been years, as a Canucks fan, I'm not an Oilers fan, right?
Sure.
But this year, man, I'm just like, I'm more Canadian than anything else right now. So I'm happy to see the Oilers.
Well, I mean, somebody's got to fly the flag. We know Toronto will never do it. Sorry, Zach Thong. They're losers. They just, and it's the fans. The fans are the worst. And they put so much pressure on the team. They're never going to win.
You're not wrong because who's going to want to play under that pressure, right? You're gonna lose your players as soon as they're free agents, and they're gonna be like, "I'm the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
I don't need this shit."
Yeah, and it's unfortunate. I was really proud of the Montreal Canadiens because I've been watching them, and the team has gotten better and better. They've got a couple ex-Avalanche on the team, and made the playoffs barely. Didn't do much, but you got to get in.
Yeah, that's
so
the
go
key right
Canada.
There.
Show us your garden. He's in the garden.
Man, nice colors here. That's not
yours?
That's not my garden. No, my wife and kids are working on this one.
Oh.
So I guess we got some climbers back there, probably some peas or something like that.
Yeah.
The kids love splitting them open and eating them, so that's good. I kind of like it too. But I'm just there's some, man, these oranges here, this orange color. Where am I here? Yeah, man. I don't even think the phone does that justice. That's a man. It's beautiful.
Now, see, this is smart gardening. I'm a gardening guy. The marigolds keep the pests away. Bugs hate marigolds, and that's when you plant them amongst your stuff.
That's fascinating, and I would not think that. What am I trying to say? This community garden, I'm sure that everyone's like, comparing notes and putting things together and going, okay, for the greater good, we have to, someone's got to put this in the ground to off balance this, and really bring.
But it's your own food. You don't share. You can't go and pick those marigolds out of something. And you guys all trust each other?
Oh, yeah.
Like no one's stealing somebody else's
They're
stuff.
Canadians. They don't do that.
Well, I'm from Boston. You're always paranoid,
Well, yeah, because you're from Boston. Let's review. Bostonians are not like Canadians.
No. We're nicer. Sorry? Sorry? So what do you have for protection around that garden to keep the animals away besides the marigolds? Just that small little fence? Like, don't the bunnies get in there and eat everything?
We politely ask the Canadian bunnies to stay out, and they say, okay, bro.
Sorry about
Even
that.
the animals are polite. Yeah.
Toss a carrot over the fence every week, and we're good. Yeah. That's a really good question. And I've had strolls through other community gardens that have been around for decades and are quite a bit bigger. And yeah, you just see bunnies just cruising. And you're like, oh yeah, there's no. Kids are fascinated, of course, but and the bunnies are living their best lives, man. Oh, yeah. The fresh.
They're looking fat.
Oh man, their little jaws just never stop, right? They're always eating. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, I've got bunnies in my neighborhood, and they live in the front yard. They like the buffalo grass. I've never found one in my backyard or in my garden.
No, there you go. Huh.
And it's not like they can't get back there. They just don't.
Wow.
We have bunnies everywhere, too, but we don't have a garden. We see them just hopping around the front yard all the time.
Cute.
Yeah.
Doing what bunnies do, eh?
I think I should introduce some bunnies out here. I should go to the pet store and get a half dozen.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that'd make you popular.
Yeah, for sure.
The community garden is ruined.
Yes.
So how does
I'm
it go?
jealous of how light it is there. It's beautiful.
Well, yeah, it's 9. Is that light out at 9?
Yeah, it's 9:15.
Well, remember, he's quite a bit farther north, so that it stays light.
Does it stay lighter?
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, my dad's place in Montana, when I'll be up there in 1st of July, and it won't get dark until 10 o'clock.
Ah, I love that. That's what I love about summer. Long nights.
Oh,
You what?
man. No, I was saying that makes sense because as you get closer to the Arctic Circle, you get the 24
The
hour
Arctic.
time, right? So, yeah, but,
The Arctic with Arnold and such and things. The Arctic.
Before our very eyes with the steroids he's on. Just stop talking like Arnold all of a sudden.
Yeah, but then you'll know. Like, bro, back off the steroids.
Chris is bringing a lunch pail to the stream. Yeah. Gotta eat. Gotta have my my mid-show meal. Yeah.
Nice.
I gotta say, the Meta AI is breaking me up. We have a little chat, and we try and just do funny pictures for one another. And I'm watching these guys, and they're doing some pretty amazing stuff, and I hadn't really played with it. But I gave it a prompt that said, hey, make me, and I can't remember, make a cake or spread butter or something, whatever it was. And I'm like, holy shit.
What were you doing?
How does AI know that I look like this? Because, I mean, it got the droopy eye and everything. I'm like, damn.
Holy shit.
It's probably freaky.
I haven't been in our chat, and so it's buried, but hold on. I could find it.
Yeah, well, I posted one earlier this afternoon after they put me on the steroids.
Of you in the bed, or am I looking for the steroid one?
The steroid one.
I love this.
Yeah, the butter one's way back. That's like, Yeah, I just said, me roid raging.
Too bright. Look at those arms, Arnold.
Yeah, they don't. Thank you, AI. They really don't look like that. I wish.
Gorgeous. Can I keep this for later, Chris?
Well, you can put it in the nightstand.
Or should I keep this one? Oh my god.
File that in the top drawer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just got my next dad taxi assignment. So I'm
jeez. Off you go.
That's it for me, man. Yeah.
Well, as you wander off, tell us what we might expect tomorrow night on the Parking Lot Warrior test stream.
I got a parcel in the mail. Lori loves it when I say parcel.
Parcel.
I got a parcel in the mail.
That's so Little House on the Prairie.
But I followed it on Parcel Tracker, so it is a thing. And
Parcel Tracker.
Yeah, and I'm gonna open up the box tomorrow. It's a little. I'll give it. It's a sample of merch that I got from Fourth Wall of some of my own
Just
stuff.
told us.
Check it out.
Cool.
Well, yeah. People
Okay.
still come. I hope. Yeah, I'm gonna play music and do ice pucks. I'm gonna. You know what to expect tomorrow? A better ice puck performance.
12 out of 12, I hope.
Because you can't really get much worse. So, we
Yeah,
had
last
rock
week was a
bottom.
little rugged.
Yeah, Chris, I got to stay focused. I got to every shift.
Yeah.
You
Got to
need a
take care of the
shoulder
details,
gotta-
stick within our system.
Play to the buzzer. Finish. my
Don't try
shots,
and do too much.
all that stuff. Rely
Keep
on
it
my
simple.
teammates. Yeah.
Yep.
Don't overthink it. Yeah. All that.
Yeah, Hubs and I can do hockey cliches for the next 30 minutes.
What?
Oh man. We could.
Because you forgot your stick and he threw you all off.
I
Forgot your stick that night.
unloaded all my stuff out of the truck and I realized I forgot my stick at home. And you know what? In hindsight, I wish I just left it there. But I turned around, I packed everything back up, went back, got the stick, and then had that performance, man. Ouch.
Hey, sometimes, you don't have the magic. It's just what it is.
Fans were throwing their jerseys on the fucking on
Pissed.
the ice there that night, man. It was
Throwing
terrible.
beers and popcorn
Yeah.
at you. Yeah.
Yeah. Boo. You
Did you
Oh.
ever think when you started live streaming, I know you have to go, that your
Yeah.
biggest prop would be a hockey stick?
or
Forget the
insane-
mic, forget the bass. I forgot my
Yeah.
hockey stick. Fuck.
Well, it used to laugh. I used to get a kick out of checking out the stats the next morning and seeing if viewers dropped off when it was like ice puck time, and it was the opposite. It was almost like
Mine was way up there. Yeah.
yeah. So
It's great.
it's part of the show.
It's fun.
Fun part. Yep.
Yeah, I'm.
If you
sick.
guys are not around tomorrow night, you're missing out. Friday is solid entertainment from about noon Eastern on till 4 a.m. It is fan-flippin-tastic.
It's awesome. It's a
I
great
think
day.
they all know, the ones that are here, hopefully. Yeah.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to run it down because I always forget somebody. All right. Thanks
Later.
for saying.
Good luck. Which
Thanks
way do
for
you always
having
do this?
All right. Drive safely
Right on.
with
Talk to
your
you guys
children's.
I'll be in the chat.
Okay.
bye.
Sounds good, Gary. Be well.
You too.
See ya.
All right. There he goes. Gary Hubbs, the parking lot warrior.
Yay.
It's nice of him to stop in and say, hey.
Absolutely.
No, very cool. He's such a nice guy. He really is a nice Canadian. A nice Canadian boy.
I think it's so funny because when I started meeting Canadians online, and I think they're all nice, obviously, but I didn't know they were known for niceness. Like,
Oh,
didn't you
yeah.
always hear like
No, they're
Montreal people are,
polite.
like dicks to Americans? I thought Canadians are like really jerky to Americans, and now I'm hearing that they're supposed to be nice to everybody.
Yeah, I mean, they can. They're like everybody. Montreal is, yeah, they're jerky to everybody, but that's
Oh,
Montreal.
Sorry, Francis.
Yeah. I mean, well, again, how Canadian is Francis, really?
He's Italian. He's
No, I know, but he lived in Chicago for a while too. So, yeah, I mean,
Take off, eh? Yeah. Take off, eh?
that was great. Thanks for dropping on. And thanks for Lori to looking down and seeing. This is the one
just
thing I
agree with
got to
you.
do this every once in a while because the mic is right where in that corner where people are. And if I don't check it, then I miss people. So,
Well, you
Or if
mentioned
you-
my jokes. I have like things to share, which are all in the top line.
yeah.
And then as 6 people pop in, I got to scroll. I can't even see them. So I have to rely on the boop, and I have to make sure I hear the boop, the
Yeah.
doorbell.
Yeah.
To know is that?
Hearing the boop. Yeah.
Yeah. Boop. You can silence that too, but I would never silence it.
I think we may have accidentally silenced it because I didn't hear Gary.
Yeah, I don't think I did either. I just saw him in the chat say it, and then I saw Jade say it too.
Yeah. No.
I
Silent
still
things.
waiting for me downstairs. I haven't divulged in my cookies yet.
That's right. He did. He literally snuck up on my bad side.
Yeah.
It's the bad eye and the mic is right here, and so I had no shot.
Well, tomorrow should be fun. We'll just hang
Yeah,
out.
should be good. I'm looking forward to it. Again, Jade was talking about lurking and everything, and Jade does a fairly significant amount of lurking. I kind of fell into that the last 2 weeks because I just wasn't feeling well enough to be. I like to be engaged. If I'm in the chat, I want to be making jokes. I want to be having a good time. I just didn't feel well enough to be the best version of myself. So I was catching everybody's show and I was clicking the like button and all that kind of stuff, but I just wasn't talking to folks. And sometimes, that's okay. Again, there are people still that are lurking right now. I can tell just looking at the numbers and who's in the chat. And that's great. You want to be anonymous and lurk on a show? Appreciate the support. We all do. So thank you for that. We love lurkers long time.
Just hit the like button.
Yeah. Hit like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Subscribe to the artists that you see if you're not subscribed. Because if I'm playing them on the show, immodestly, I have pretty good taste in music. If I play somebody on the show, they're good, and you're going to like their channel, and you're going to enjoy their music.
Yeah, for sure.
Just saying.
I almost didn't want to come on either for the same reason. It just tired of using my brain today.
Yeah.
This actually relaxed me, though, so thank you for saying.
Well, this is a great place to not use your brain.
Right?
I never do.
Say stupid things. No.
Yeah, exactly. All stupid stuff.
Not you, me. I'm talking about.
Oh no! Let's review how I started this show about the stupid tonight.
Well, that was an accident. Yeah.
Yeah, Valerie's show yesterday, and I said hi for 1 second, that was great. Great show Valerie had, a little pizza, because I saw and I know that pizza place, but because I had an errand to run and I had to pick up my wife and everything, I was going to go down there and just hang out with for an hour or so, and couldn't do it.
You showed up behind the camera. Oh, bummer.
Oh, it would have been awesome, but yeah, I looked at the time and was like, I can't make this work. So.
No, bummer.
Unfortunately. Well, hopefully, because she was awesome yesterday, hopefully she gets an invite to come back and play again, because she was super. Now, I missed the pizza, Zach. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I heard about it, but I wasn't there for it.
But that place, I know that place by reputation. They have really good pizza, so
yeah.
Not surprised.
Kill me.
Yeah. Denver, well, a national publication, I can't remember which was, but they said Denver far and away has the most and best pizza restaurants in the country. Now, I'm a Denver guy. I don't buy it. I don't. There's a lot of good pizza places here, but the best? Yeah. I'm not sure I buy that hype. But it doesn't surprise me, because again, a lot of people have moved here from other places. And so we get a lot of different, both ethnic foods and different styles that come here in Denver. And the restaurant scene in the suburbs of Denver is fantastic. Restaurants downtown are dying because stupid politicians making stupid rules. Yeah. The 16th Street Mall, which was an economic engine for Denver for decades, they decided, you know what, we're going to tear it all up. And it's been under construction for 3 fucking years. Yeah. And they're wondering why people are going out of business. You can't get down there. So that is unfortunate. And of course, COVID. COVID hurt everybody. It hurt restaurants all over the world.
We have very good pizza places in Boston, like Santapio's, North End. But they're all different styles. Like, I don't know if everybody does. Like, we could have deep dish. We could have pub style pizza. We can have Chicago style pizza, New York style pizza.
Yeah, you get a lot here. I'm not a big fan of the deep dish. I
like a crispy crust.
Yeah, I like the New York style. That's my personal favorite. I did a lot of business in Chicago back in the day, and it was a tradition. We'd finish the show, and there was a place. If you guys know Chicago, the Rosemont Exhibition Hall, there's an Italian place that's basically across the street, down like 3 blocks or something. So we would go in there, and they would just have these pizzas. And I mean, it was terrific, but not my personal favorite.
Mm. Well, my first time traveling to New York City, I was like, oh, this is what they're talking about. It didn't matter if it was a hole in the wall or what. It was just, the crust was perfect, the sauce was perfect, the cheese.
Yeah, it's a ratio thing. And I think a lot of the New York places, me personally, I think they have the ratio right.
Yeah.
Just the right amount of crust, the right amount of sauce, the right amount of cheese.
It has to be a good ratio. Absolutely.
Yeah. If any of those things are out of balance, it's just not as good.
Mm-hmm.
And now we got Zach thinking, you know what? Pizza sounds good on a Friday. Ah, dang, it really does.
Yeah.
I could tear into a pizza.
Oh, easily.
Maybe I'll make. Man, if I drop Kay off at work tomorrow and I get home and feel ambitious, I'm going to whip up some dough and I'll let it rise and maybe I'll make pizza tomorrow.
If you can hold off at midnight, you can make it on air for us.
Yeah.
You can roll it out, go live from your kitchen.
Yeah, maybe. Or live from my pizza oven in the backyard.
Do that. You can do a pizza commercial for commercial night.
Maybe. Hey, I'm making a pizza. The Irish guy. Whiskey.
Yeah. Then drinking.
Yeah. This pizza goes fantastic with Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
I don't have any of that. I don't think I have any whiskey at all because my sister-in-law was over last weekend.
Oh, she's a guzzler.
Which was delightful. Oh, we had the best time, but my whiskey supply evaporates when she comes.
You were saying that last week.
Yeah, I had, for me, probably 3 weeks worth of whiskey. Yeah, I don't have any whiskey now. So I have to go pick some.
I love her. She's great.
Oh, she is fun. Well, again, we all got to blow off steam, so.
She sleep over?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got a guest bedroom and everything, and she adores the cats, and the cats adore her. So this was fantastic, girl, all the way around. Mm-hmm. She's so fun. We've actually taken her on vacations with us sometimes because she's just a kick in the pants.
Well, it's great to get along with your in-laws.
Yeah, well, she's nuts. Don't get me wrong. She's a fucking lunatic, but she's a fun lunatic.
Yeah, okay.
Unlike my brother-in-law, who's just mentally ill and not fun.
And hopefully doesn't watch your show.
No, I doubt it. But even if you did, Mike, I love you, but you're insane.
Well, I know, you probably know this. I made a flourless pizza.
Yeah.
And it came out good. It was delicious. It was just cheese, crushed almonds.
Tell everybody, and I told her, get your skinny ass up here. You've gone to like a keto diet, right?
Yeah. We've talked about this with Dog Pie. I don't want to be one of those carnivores that's all they talk about is their diet.
Well, no, but I'm curious as to, because you had almond flour in the cookies that you made, which is interesting. Hey, I'm gonna invite a guest on, and we'll talk some more about this. There he is, Huey.
Yay!
What's going on? How you doing,
you?
Good morning, good evening, whatever time it is.
Yes. Are you just getting up, or are you still up? Stupid question.
I went to bed 6 or 7 hours ago, and I slept for about 2 hours, and then I've been waking ever since.
So would you lie there for the last 4 hours? Just relax?
Pretty much, yeah. You can see it's daylight behind me now.
Yeah. Well, good morning. Good to see you.
You too.
Good. We're good.
Oh.
All right. Well, and this is just a question out of ignorance. Why is almond flour keto, whereas a wheat flour wouldn't be?
Well, because it's not flour. It's just crushed almonds, which is just crushed nuts. I don't know how they produce it, but it's a nut. And almonds are allowed in the keto plan.
Okay. Well, yeah, I love nuts. That's my handful snack. Try and keep nuts in the house.
It's a flour consistency, but it's not flour.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I think if you look at the ingredients, it basically
it's not really. Yeah, I've looked at that and I'm trying to figure, because it had some carbs, but I was trying to figure out where the carbs came from exactly.
Yeah, just the the carbs in the cookie.
Yeah. Because it had 3 and it had 3 grams of 3 grams of carbs and 3 grams of protein. So you send a recipe, I go over with a fine tooth comb. Yeah. That's not like, she sent a recipe.
Me. I should look at the back of it. I forget now. I'm thinking maybe the chocolate chips might even have a little carb. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, they were
very, very low. Yeah. But so the thing with almond flour is it doesn't really bind like a flour. So you mix it with cheese, which you're allowed to have.
Yeah.
And cheese, right? Who doesn't want cheese in a pizza crust? So it's almond flour and cheese, Parmesan cheese and mozzarella cheese. And oh my God, I rolled it out and it tasted delicious.
Nice. Yeah, hey, Brian, Sports and Entertainment. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in.
Hi, Brian.
All right. Chicken thighs. I made that for lunch yesterday. I had chicken drums and
I don't
burger.
like thighs. I've tried them. I know they're better for you, but I just can't eat them.
Well, the thighs are fattier. They're good but you really got to grill them because I think that they have a little too much fat if you don't grill them.
They seem like slimy and sloppy to me. Maybe I didn't cook them well. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't cook them like I do.
Yeah, they should be
seem
firm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I eat a lot of chicken.
firm thighs.
I like a nice crispy wing.
Yeah. Crispy wings are good. I smoked some wings the other day and they were pretty tasty.
Well, I made
So-
some really good homemade buffalo sauce for chicken.
Nice.
Buffalo sauce, which is just really hot sauce, right, and butter. But it was delicious. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought some store bought and it's probably got a bunch of crap in it, but it was Parmesan garlic hot wing dip and it was pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. I used to love, we go to a bar and you get 3 different types of wings. You get the honey, you get the barbecue, you get the garlic, right? And just chow them all. Mm.
I used to go to a pub where all the wings were free anytime.
Free?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, yeah, that's an American thing. It was kind of come on, but they figured out that they could make money on them. So,
Wow. I've
Yeah.
heard like peanuts being free, but the wings, ugh. But we used to go to places where you could have like 10-cent wings, right? So you can get 10 for,
yeah, chump change.
yeah.
All right, well, tell Wes and Allie hi.
Yay.
Oh, yeah, Incubus Drive. That's a good song, Zach. Good deal. So yeah, we talked a little music tonight. I think you were in the chat, and yeah, we've talked about a bunch of things. We didn't talk about health, and we're not really talking about food diet, other than just we all got to eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I like eating
some new
and
tools.
You what?
I bought some new tools.
I think I said pills.
tools.
God.
Gonna show us your tools.
Well. Can you guess what this is?
Yeah, checking your frets level.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's a fret rocker.
Yeah, if it rocks, that's not good. You do not want it to rock.
Correct.
Here's where the chat goes over my head. Go ahead. Show more guitar stuff that I will never get. A flugelhorn.
Flugelhorn. I got to send you a picture of a flugelhorn.
Yeah. I think I sent you the wrong one. It's not one of those long
No.
Swedish German things. Okay.
Do you know what that is?
I do.
Cowbell. More cowbell.
Yeah. The sanding tool to
Yeah.
radius
Okay.
both the frets and or the fingerboard.
Nice.
Yeah, I bought a whole, and I needed to update a few things in my toolkit. So
Yeah. I got to get on with StewMac because I need that ruler that, has the fret cut out so you can really check the level of your neck. Because I've got one that I think is the intonation is just not quite right. And I think the neck needs a teeny tweak.
well, do you know how to measure it without that?
Measure which?
Measure the straightness of your neck. What you do is put a capo on the first fret,
Right.
press your sixth string down where the neck meets the body, and then tap the middle, and that will give you your gap, and that's your relief.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, this one is really close, but I think it may need an eighth of a turn or a quarter turn. And I just want to check it with this thing and
Yeah.
make sure that there's not something funky. Because I've got a big long ruler and I can rest it on the frets, but that's not the best way to do that.
No.
For a level.
But as I say, if you use the capo method and the fretting the bass string, you're taking everything out of the equation, and all you've got left is the neck. So you'll know exactly how straight your neck is and what your relief is. If it's an acoustic guitar, you generally want about 8 to 12 thousandths of an inch gap.
Right.
Slightly less for electric.
He works on them for a living.
Yeah, we got to get Hugh to do those tutorials like he talked about doing, because people would be all over it.
Mm.
And, I've got digital calipers. I can measure everything. But, I just need get on StewMac and get a couple tools, because I don't have a good fret file. And I got a little ding in one of my frets that I need to touch up.
Ding.
Fret file.
Oh.
That's right. Put the
ASMR
perfect
for you.
radius on your...
Valerie's 514 is actually a 714,
Ah.
See, Hugh knows.
How
which
do you
in
know?
my opinion is the best guitar that Taylor make.
Wow. Does she call it a 514?
No, it's a 714. Zach's just got the number
Typo.
wrong.
Yeah, they look and they look very similar. I mean, there's differences, obviously, but
Well, the 714 has got a cedar top, and the 514 has got a spruce top.
there you go. See, Hugh knows.
It's nothing to fret about. Yay, Paul.
Hey, there's Polvald. DJ was here earlier making fun of you, and I said, that's really chicken shit. Wait till he's here and do it to his face.
Well, Laurie, thanks again for Friday, by the way.
You.
It was
can't-
fun.
That was only last week.
What?
That was only last week. It seems like so long ago, doesn't it?
I know. Just,
Yeah. We had
everybody
fun.
everybody was fantastic. So
Thanks to
Well,
everybody for coming on.
Everybody
Yeah,
loves us some Hugh, so it was great to be a part of that and just see the outpouring of support. It was fantastic.
it was awesome here. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome. So back to
It
you.
was
Gonna
a lot
do
of fun.
commercial tomorrow, Hugh?
What's that? Sorry.
You gonna do a commercial for me tomorrow? You had something in mind.
There's one in the works. Yeah.
Okay.
Very good.
You got all day. All day today and tomorrow. I don't know what time it is. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
well, your
I'm gonna
show is.
sleep. It's getting late here, so I need to have my smokes and my snack.
It's true.
Yeah.
Well, and we've got about 15 minutes of show, so we will let you, and we will see you tomorrow,
Yes, definitely.
everybody, for the Friday hang.
Hope to see you guys. I'm going to try to look at the camera instead of the chat. It's so weird when they're over here. They're over here. Bye, guys. Hope to see you on the
Somewhere.
show tomorrow. Have a great
See
Thursday,
ya.
Friday. All right. Bye.
All right. Be well. Thanks for coming on, Lori.
Hey,
Good to
cheers.
see you.
Thank you for having me. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye bye.
All right. So there she goes, Lori's Mishmash, everybody. Friday, the Friday hang. I will probably stop in for a little bit tomorrow. Again, presuming I feel terrific tonight, and I felt pretty decent yesterday, so
Good.
I'm assuming I'm going to feel decent tomorrow and can do it. So,
Cool.
yeah. So what else are you, what are your plans for today? You said you wanted to record, but you kind of had a headache, and has that gone away?
It's away now. Yeah.
Good.
There's what happens, Chris, is I don't want to get into talk meds again, but I'll just briefly say that
Yeah.
I have to take this prednisolone or something like that's called. That sometimes the tablets give me a headache. That the mix that I take, and this other one that only take once I feel sick. So it works.
Yeah, well, it's again, dialing the meds in. I'm playing that game right now, trying to figure out what's going to work a little better for me.
But yeah, later on today, I'm hoping to do some recording. You were asking me about maybe putting some electric guitar on extra on that song, Kentucky Girl. So
Yeah, if you've still got the track without, I think it really needs a couple of those telly kind of country licks, just their little fill-ins, The slide did a lot of that, but listening back, I think it just needs a little bit more.
See, when I sent the slide, did they line up right, or did you move them around?
No, I didn't move anything.
Because
I don't think.
Something might have got lost in translation a bit then.
Maybe.
Because I intentionally didn't play any time you were singing.
Yeah.
But when I heard it back, I was. So.
Well, I got to go back and revisit that. So yeah, maybe that's possible.
What I'll say is I've actually set up a good tone for the Telecaster. I'll have a go later on.
Okay. Well, that'd be awesome.
I put some slapback delay on and get the right country sound kind of thing.
Oh, that'd be great.
Cool.
Because that's just a straight country song. I want to go back, and I'm still playing with it because I want to add some vocal layering like you would.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, well, everybody, we're all on drugs and they aren't the fun kind. Damn it.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, you get to be our age and, you're taking something. Or you're dead, so.
Yep, that's true.
I'm just going through the chat and seeing if I'm missing anything, but yeah. Just kind of, tonight was just a kind of hangout. I can't tell you how thrilled I am that the computer is hung in for the entire.
Yeah.
I was afraid, that I would go blank at some point and go, well, I guess the show's over. But doing all kinds of things. And so I believe that I will be able to limp to the finish line and get my book done to the printer early next week. And then I can start thinking about how much I'm going to have to spend to get a new computer.
Right.
Well, and I had the money all set aside because, it was time. But I also had to lay out of pocket to pay for all the stuff in the auto accident aftermath. And, yeah.
Right.
And so, yeah, I wasn't hurt in the accident. My wife wasn't hurt in the accident. Our bank account got hurt in the accident pretty badly.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, I was not planning on replacing cars anytime soon, but it didn't have a choice. And it's so stupid on some of the things, because looking at what the car was worth versus what it would cost to repair it, the two headlights, just the headlights, because they're fancy and blah, 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 $2,000 just for the headlights.
Jeez.
Nothing else. It's insane.
Really is.
Yeah, so because the car was imminently fixable had they chosen to, but they looked at what the car was worth versus what it was going to cost to fix it, and the insurance company's like, bro, we're writing you a check, and that's it. Okay, thanks. I still owe a little bit more on the car than you're writing me a check for, but guess that's my problem, huh? And they said, yeah, pretty much. But what are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Got to have automobile here where I live. Yeah, I do. Watching Jade's videos and, James and everything, God, the public transportation in their cities is amazing. My city's good, but it's nothing like what they've got there.
Yeah, it does seem very streamlined and orderly and efficient. Yeah,
it works. And you can get pretty much any place you want to go. Yeah, that's not the reality here. But again, it's very spread out here.
Well, Glasgow's pretty good regarding like the underground metro. You can pretty much go to almost anywhere in Glasgow from Central Station in Glasgow city centre. So that's pretty well laid out.
Yeah, that's good. And some cities are better than like Boston has got a pretty decent public transportation. New York City pretty decent. Some cities do. Some are. Chicago is okay. It's and they serve a lot of people, but
yeah.
Yeah, we're talking. I guess we're talking drugs and heart stuff in the chat. Which, yeah. We're glad pole vault, and since pole vault's here, obviously, weekend warm up with he and Sunshine is going to be good. I'm going to play actually a Sunshine Archer song. That's going to be our go away song tonight. I got that one queued up, but
nice.
Yeah, they're a fun couple, aren't they? They're just.
Oh, yeah.
Man, when I think of dysfunctional, I mean, those two put the fun in dysfunctional. Don't you agree? No, they're super nice people. Sunshine especially. Pole, he's got his moments, but Sunshine especially is a super nice person. And clearly very patient to put up with pole vault for all this time. Because that dude's a handful. Have you noticed that? That guy's a handful. So what are your weekend plans? You're already in the weekend.
Yeah. I'm. Well, today I need to go for some more supplies, and then I don't know, maybe get some shopping in later. Very, very exciting.
Well, I mean, it can be. If you're going shopping at the music store, that would be awesome. But
no.
I know. Just probably the food store, right? Less exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a man's got to eat, right?
Indeed.
Yeah. When are you going to make a pizza? We were talking about pizza earlier, and I know you've got your brick oven.
It's not. It's been. I've had the cover over it for the whole winter there, so it's not even back up and running yet. So.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I got to pull my cover and clean out the grates and get it ready. But I'm thinking it's going to be pizza time sometime in the next week, 2 weeks.
Laurie's asking, Hugh, when can you go back to work? I can't go back to work full time at the minute, so it's I'm doing a lot of stuff just from home, and what I can. I don't know. I can't predict how it's going to be in the rest of the year, so it would be nice to go full time again.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed. Well, I mean, we're made to work. I'm technically could be at retirement age in a couple of years, but I'm never going to retire. I love doing what I'm doing. Doing books and magazines is something I've aspired to my entire life. I'm having the time of my life. I just celebrated 20 years of doing one of my magazines, and it's fun as hell. As long as I can see the screen, I'm doing this job. And
yeah, when you enjoy doing something, and especially if you enjoy doing something you get paid for, it's like you can't beat that, can you? You cannot beat that.
No, I'm very blessed in that I get to do something that it's been a lifelong interest of mine, both printing and publishing and trains. So, best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Now if somebody wants to hire me to edit guitar and bass magazines, I'm on LinkedIn, folks. You can find me.
I've been kind of doing a lot of like guitar setups from home for people and stuff, and I've been making some extra cash through it.
No, that's a good thing. Man, a good tech is worth their weight in gold. There's a whole lot of dudes that have no clue. I mean, I learned to do it out of self-defense.
Yeah, I'm not up to doing the heavy stuff though, just because I've not got the power in my hands and that back yet. So
Right. Yeah, no, my LinkedIn photo is pretty much exactly like this. I think my shirt has sleeves on it. I do think that, but yeah, no, I look like what I look like, and I don't pretend to be anything else.
I think
if you want to hire an editor in a tie, I'm not that guy.
I think that I've got like the least amount of photos of me, or the photos of me that exist in the world. There's not a lot.
Yeah. No, I didn't have very many up until. I mean, I'd usually take the photos. I didn't have a whole lot of me, so. And I kept it easy. I called them all me face, so I know what they were. Like, oh, me face.
I've got about 10,000 pics of the cat, right enough.
Well, yeah. I mean, my phone is lousy with cat pictures because, hello. It made me happy and a little sad because, well, maybe you know, maybe you don't. If you got an iPhone, it will just put together albums for you and go, hey, here's your year in pictures or whatever, portraits and it did cats the other day. And so all my cats and, all the cats that are no longer with us. And it was like, it was a great memory, but it was a little sad too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, very good. And if we went to LinkedIn, we could have found that out about Costa. Fishing line. So look at this guy. I'm just going to play guitar and go fishing. That sounds like, well, you could be Brad Example. Maybe you are Brad Example. Maybe Zach Thong is nothing but Brad Example's alias. I mean, just saying, they both like fishing. They both like guitars. Coincidence? And they're both Canadian. The mystery deepens, does it not?
Sure does.
All right, I saw something I wanted to highlight. Where'd it go? There. Speaking of the Friday night entertainment, somebody's got a new goodie. The Leelaverse, her iPad, she wrung all the juice out of it. She just ran it into the ground and had to get a new one. But she's got a new one, and so she'll be rocking her new iPad on her show this Friday. I assume you were rocking it yesterday. I wasn't able to drop in your show, but so good to see you, Leela, and we'll have that.
Oh, I have.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a David Litty pick.
Wow, look at that.
It was personally delivered by Valerie Batt.
Oh, that's very cool.
That's very cool, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, see, they run into Brad and Zach all the time in downtown Canada, because they all know each other. It's a small country. So, yeah. Leela likes to name her equipment. Oh, we name our cars, so I get it. But there you go. Ela. Yeah. I'm probably botching it, but anyway. So new iPad and new music, and yeah, my Mac is took notes from your iPad apparently. So, well, there you go. You should just reach out to Brad and say, "Hey, bro, let's go fishing." And I think you guys are physically somewhat in the same area. I mean, it could be a couple 100 miles, but so it's possible. I mean, again, although we were talking about Valerie earlier, Valerie doesn't live 30 miles from me, maybe less.
Yeah.
And we've never physically met each other. We just never worked out. She's met you. She's gone to your place, but yeah, I'm just down the road and we haven't figured it out yet.
That's what happens.
Well, I mean,
I almost met JDL. He came up to Glasgow and we're supposed to meet, and I didn't get his message, and I had moved down to London to see my brother. So we totally missed each other.
Oh, yeah, that can happen. Well, in my business, there's a lot of them are headquartered here in the Denver area, but we never see each other. And we'll go across the country to do a show or something. Then we hang out together. Because, why wouldn't we? It's kind of how it works. Sometimes you don't get together with the people that are closest to you. You got to travel halfway around the world.
Indeed.
All right.
I was going to ask you, Chris. See the state of Iowa? Is that next to your state?
No. Iowa's upper Midwest.
Upper Midwest, right?
Yeah. No, you would go.
You're more
Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas. Nebraska's kind of upper corner.
Right.
Yeah.
Got you.
So yeah, Iowa's, I don't know, 900 miles away approximately.
Right.
Something like that. So yeah. Been there. I've been, I'm fairly well traveled in the U.S. There's not a lot of places, states. The only states I've never been in is I've never been to Vermont. I've never been to Alaska. And those are the only two states in the U.S. that I've never been to.
All right.
I don't know how the hell I missed Vermont, but I did.
Somehow Leela was asking, is that a jumper or a T-shirt? It's a T-shirt.
Okay. Does it have a collar?
It has a collar, yes.
Okay, look at that. A T-shirt with a collar. Buttons and everything. Well, these Scots are classy.
Nice and stretchy. It's actually a tennis top.
Okay. Yeah, too funny. Well, I'm wearing my Samurai's Original. You can see him playing bass. Yeah. That's a company, and that's what it's called, Samurai Originals. And I've got
very cool.
Samurais with cats, and yeah. My wife gives them to me for Christmas, and I thought it was pretty cool. All right. Well, I am going to do this. I am going to queue up the aforementioned Sunshine Archer song, because I think we have come for this Thursday to the end of the line. And I want to thank my guests, Jade Starr, Lori's Mishmash, and Hugh Caldwell for coming on and hanging out with me. And I especially want to thank all you lovely, lovely people there in the chat. The chat was going tonight. You talk to one another, you talk to us, we talk to you. That's what the show is. So very cool. I appreciate you people. And Dom, if you're listening, I appreciate you, bro. All right, let's hear a little bit from Sunshine Archer. And this is the Flight of the Valkyrie. And I will see you all next week. Be well, everybody.
Cheers, man.